we live? Let's do it to it. Hello, audience. This is your host, Tim W. Tonight, you know what? I'm going to first start off by anyone who's listening right now. I apologize for last week. We kind of shit the bed and dropped the ball last week. We had some major electrical problems up here in our podcast studio, and Tad wasn't able to get the show rolling. We did not. I was out of town, so I wasn't going to be here regardless. And I just want to truly reach out and apologize to any and all of our listeners, because we should have, one way or another, reached out on our Facebook page. We have multiple avenues of reaching out, and it just did not occur. It was an unfortunate incident, and it will never happen again. So we appreciate your guys' support and what comes with it. And sorry again on behalf of the 2218 Attitude for Gratitude podcast. All right, now that we got that out of the way, hello, audience. Tonight is a special night. We're going to be doing things quite a bit different. And with that said, what I mean is my co-host tonight is Elena. Say hi, girl.
Hey, everybody.
So, Tad will be in and out. We have the Pride Recovery Okie going on, and it's a big, huge event. There's like hundreds of people downstairs. Every Friday we do that Recovery Okie. I always talk about it. And this week, because in lieu of Pride Month, they have Pride Recovery Okie, which is going on. And what Tad's going to do is, I don't know, we were going to have it down in the auditorium, but then we got some copyright law information about having background music and not getting licenses and some jazz that goes right over my head. They told me a long time ago, Tim, don't worry about it. You're just a talent. Well, I took that right to my, you know what, that really hurt my ego, and is what it is. But here's what it comes down to is Tad's going to be in and out of the show with multiple guests tonight. And they'll come in, we'll have a few minutes with them, ask them about what's going on, talk about a little Pride Month stuff, whatever, shooting from the hip, basically. So the other thing I want to get out of the way and let everyone know that 2218 is here for the recovery community. They have been, and they have not gone anywhere. It's the world's longest running Al-Anon, which means they save lives. Which also means is this is a historic building we're sitting in. There's meetings every day. Tomorrow we're having a Ride for Recovery, which is a enormous event for the community, for the recovery community, and for friends and family. We talk about it every week. There's a big, long motorcycle ride, starts at St. Paul Harley, and that kicks off like pretty early. There's a pancake breakfast from 8 to 9:30, and then kickstands up like at 9:45, I believe. Or it's at 10 a.m. is when they leave, but everything gets going at 9:45. And then everyone meets back here at 2218 at 1:30, and that's when the shindig booms off. So from like 1:30 to 4 p.m., it's going to be the festives. Like everything that's coming with this is, we're going to have ice cream, we're going to have food, we're going to have Zoo Factor, the band, a barbecue. We're going to have guest speakers. If you've never experienced a recovery meeting, come down, check it out. It's an open meeting, which means anyone can come. You don't have to be in recovery to come check out a meeting. It's going to be awesome. Please don't cheat yourself out of coming down here and checking out what has saved thousands and thousands of millions and millions of lives over the past 100 years. Well, 100 years. It's been for, since the 30s, this program's been banging. So, just come check it out and support what's going on. And with that said, there's links throughout the show that Elena puts up. Cheryl's been really active on getting the link up here for donating to 2218. They definitely could use the donations if you're able to. Otherwise, come on down and volunteer. Come be part of this community. It's a great community. It saved my life, and that's why you hear me talk about it each week. So, Elena, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
How's we haven't seen you for a while.
I know. I've been on vacation the last 2 weekends in a row. So, I needed a little R&R.
Talk to us. Tell us about it. What does someone like you with multiple years of recovery do for vacation? Does that even go into factor? All right, I'm in recovery. I can only do this, that, or that. Or do you just go do what you want to do?
I just do what I want to do. When people talk about vacations, they talk about getting on a plane and doing whatever. No. 2 weekends ago, I got into a car with my boyfriend and we went down to Rochester and we kind of just went and did whatever we wanted. We drove down to Iowa. We got to do all kinds of things. We hit up a meeting because anytime you're on vacation and you're in recovery, you should hit up a meeting.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely amazing. It was in a house. We drove to this address
Really?
and it was in a house and we're like, oh my gosh, are we in the right spot? I was like, Jeremy, go up to that house. Make sure we're in the right spot. So I made him go up there and we were in the right spot and we met some great people. And it turned out some of these people actually kind of knew who we were because
Really?
we mentioned 2218 and we mentioned the podcast and we mentioned stuff like that.
Right.
And it was so much fun. And last weekend, I went up to Mille Lacs with my sponsor and a bunch of my sponsee sisters, and we had a whole recovery weekend of just recovery with each other. And it was hilarious because the first thing I said to my sponsor when I got there, I was like, "You are not my sponsor this weekend. You are my friend."
It doesn't. Do you feel like you need to do that though? Like you
No,
don't
I
really.
didn't.
Yeah. was
But
gonna say.
I had to say it.
Right, right.
And then we were sitting there and on Sunday morning and we were sitting there having some recovery talk and she was in the kitchen. And I said, we're having a meeting in here. And she goes, I'm not your sponsor this weekend.
Threw it right back in your face. I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
So, yeah, it's just been fun to just kind of get away and do me and be
Right.
able to just do what I need to do.
That's way cool. So you know what? That's what I like to share about. It's and I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna segue right into like this. Like my past week, it's been a week. You know, like ego's gotten checked. Some humiliation, like some family stuff has happened since I was last on the show. Like a lot of things have happened in my life, but the show isn't about me. What I like to talk about is how I make it through it with being in recovery. Here nor there. But I do want to share something that was sent to me yesterday morning. It was a message, and it's Elena's like, how can it be anonymous? Well, as you see on the message board, I put my number up every week, and I urge people, like, if you don't want it public, just message me privately. I got a long text message, like a 9-page text message from a phone number I don't have saved in my phone book. And what I want to do now is read it. Because it validates the reason. I know Tad, I talked to Tad about it ahead of time, and he thought it was a good idea to read it. And there's some spelling. I read it to Elena, and there's a few words that I think that just the spell check either caught wrong, but you get the gist of it. And what it is was someone just letting us know what the show's done for him or her. I'm not sure. I don't think anywhere in here it references, which it really doesn't matter. It's someone who is hurting and the show benefit. So I'm hoping Tad's listening. I know he's downstairs. I got a message saying he was. So here's the message. It says, I do not mind if you read this on the air. As a matter of fact, I think you should, because what I'm about to tell you has helped me through another day of life. Tad and yourself have done more for me than you ever could imagine, and I'm letting you know this so that you're aware of what you're doing helps. 6.5 weeks ago, I was more depressed than I've ever been in my entire life. I was having thoughts. It says sights. I gotta let the audience know, like, I'm not, that doesn't make sense to be in here at that point. All right, I stopped him. All right, 6.5 weeks ago, I was more depressed than I've ever been in my entire life. I was having thoughts that I don't even want to bring back up. These thoughts that are usually the last, these are the thoughts that are usually the last ones you're gonna have before it's lights out. I believe they're talking suicide. Not quite sure what made me tune in, but I did. And I can now say that it was something that has changed my entire life. It was nearing the end of your show where Tad was letting the audience know that they're not alone and then he said something that shook me to the core in the best way imaginable. Tad told me that he loved me. I understand that it may have went out to the entire audience and not just to me. But I heard someone say, I love you, which I hadn't heard in multiple years. So when I tried to explain to you and Tad the weight of your show, I just don't think I'm going to be able to do justice. 3 weeks later, you said about the exact same thing. The key to what I'm trying to tell you is that someone told me they love me. And I just want the two of you to know that I'm here another day because I can think back to those simple words that you said, and it literally saved my life. If you decide to read this, please let your audience know that there is a suicide prevention line. And I believe this is me talking now, Tim. I think they meant to say they went down a rabbit hole of listening to more shows. But I'll read it word for it. It says, there is a suicide prevention line. And now I will down a journey of listening to your previous guest shows and heard multiple guys talking about suicide on your earlier shows. But the key thing I got out of everyone sharing was that they had to reach out, not hold it in. The words that I've written down is my form of not holding it in, and it's almost more than feelings to say these things out loud. So I know it may have looked or seemed a little weird to others when I was reading my message back to myself out loud, but please let whoever reads this know that it will help to get it off your chest. Please do not hold it in. These are the things that work for me. I hope you do share it, and I want you guys to know I love you as well, and what you've done has helped. And whoever Anonymous is, thank you. Regardless of a message coming in like that, this show, we enjoy doing it, and the goal is to just show others, tell others what we've done in recovery. That's why we have so many guests that are in recovery. Is we talk about the recovery, what they do in life, the ups, the downs. And someone reached out, and Tad's really adamant about letting people know they're not alone, letting them know he loves them. And to hear someone say that, it just feels good to know it reached someone in a good way.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes when we're in a dark place, we only hear the bad out of what's being said, and we only take the negative. So whoever Anonymous is, you're loved. Whoever's not anonymous and you're listening, you're loved. Like, we're here. This recovery thing is a whole bigger community than you could imagine. Just don't be by yourself sometimes. Reach out. Come down to 2218 if you're feeling lonely. That easy. There's meeting lists right when you walk to the front door. And it's a blast. Come check out some recovery. All right, I went down a way goofy left turn there.
And if you are listening tonight, we would love to know if you are doing okay.
Yeah, I put my number out there. You can reach out to me again. I did text the person back. I haven't gotten anything in response, but yes, definitely reach out. Hi, Katie. So let's go ahead and this is like I just jumped. I was so excited to read that. So we got the Ride for Recovery tomorrow. Tonight is the Pride Recovery Okie. Guests are going to be coming up throughout the night. First one will be here shortly. And after that, I think we say let's chop it up. Right? Let's share this. Share this with anyone and everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Because Elena and me are going to be just talking recovery. What's going to happen is someone's going to walk in and interrupt, and we're just going to start talking to them about what's going on. So I'm sure they're going to be all sweaty and out of breath and tired because it's a party down there. Like, the whole parking lot's full.
It is. It's full. There's music. There's people dancing. They're going outside to try to cool off, which does not work out because it's 86 degrees outside, too. So it doesn't matter where you go around here.
It's warm. Did you go check it out?
I did, and there's people that are dressed up down there. There's actually some nice-looking costumes that,
Tad's what? Do you see what
I don't
Taz
even
is
know
wearing?
if they are costumes. Maybe that's what they wear normally on a normal day. I don't know, but they do look nice.
Yes.
So
Tad's wearing a straight brim hat with an electronic display that lights up on it. He's got glitter tattoos on. Like, what else? I only saw him for 2 minutes.
he's got some light-up shoes on. He pretty much looks the same as he does every day.
Yeah.
Pretty much looks the same.
And the belt. Oh, yeah, and the belt. Didn't notice the belt, but the belt.
Yeah, the belts, which I could take him in a heartbeat.
Guess.
So I don't know why he's got that belt on.
It's almost like trick or treat.
I was just talking about cute outfits, and you should see the outfit that just walked in the room. And it's not Mandy's. Mandy does look cute, but it's the other one.
Come on in. Come sit down. The headphones are right here.
Oh, and she's got the cutest red hair I've ever seen.
Yeah. Headphones there. Cool. And just pull the microphone to wherever it's comfortable. Okay. If you'd like a room temperatured water, there's one there.
Oh,
not super cold.
Like high tech.
Room temperatured water goes with the 86 degrees outside.
I just didn't. You want to sit down and talk a little bit, Mandy? Come on, everybody's welcome.
Mandy, don't trip over anything.
So hi, my name is Tim.
My name is Hannah.
Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Elena.
Elena.
So give us the 411. What's going on down there?
Okay, Elena and Tim.
Yes.
Well, I see a lot of karaoke going on down there. Glitter tattoos, mocktails.
I want a glitter
Have you guys
tattoo.
been down there?
No, I showed
Really?
up late, so I just came straight up here.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot of fun down there.
Oh, I'll be down there right after the program for sure.
Karaoke, glitter tattoos, mocktails, like lots of
What's
fun.
mocktail? What's that?
Mocktail, juice.
Oh, like cocktail mocktail. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought like it was like a ponytail mocktail.
I was about to say, we're
No.
at 2218. Why y'all drinking down there?
No, I heard like we went
Mocktail.
from clothes or appearance to mocktail, and I'm like
Mocktail, cocktail.
whatever.
Yeah,
Hello.
cocktail without
I
alcohol.
got this.
Perfect.
Mocktail.
So
And-
how you
I'm
doing?
hip.
Yeah, exactly. You know what a mocktail is. I'm doing good. How I found out about this is I could live with a gal who is volunteering for this
Okay.
whole event. We live at the same sober house, so she told me about this, and I was
Nice.
like, "Oh, I'm going to this."
Is this the first time you've been in 2218?
Yes.
What you think so far?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, the journey to get here, I tell you. I got lost on the bus. I took 3 buses to get here, but I was like, I am going.
Hell yeah!
I am getting here.
That's what's up.
You know, when you're just like, gosh darn it, I took a wrong bus the wrong way. I'm taking 3 buses, but I am going.
Well, we always used to joke about this, like the levels we would do. You know, when someone's like, I'm not trying to go to the meeting, it's snowing out,
Exactly.
this or that," but then someone would always drop that same thing, like, "Would you went through that snow to go get your dope?"
Exactly.
And you've heard it.
I just did that last night. I said, I don't want to go to the meeting. And I got looked at like, what? So we're going to the meeting? Damn it.
Yep. The
Yep.
things we do for, but we forget that sometimes. But like, it's like the things we do for our addictions or our alcoholism. Like, let's put a little bit of that effort towards our recovery, and you find yourself at Recoveryoke, Pride Recoveryoke.
Exactly.
The shit down there. So a lot of people though, right?
Oh, a lot of people
Have you
down
sang
there.
yet?
No, I want to, but I'm not on the list. I really want to get on there because my karaoke go-tos are The Chain by Fleetwood Mac or I Put a Spell on You by CCR.
You know what? You don't, if you can do it without the beat, go. Yeah, here you go.
Oh my God.
Right here, and it's only 4 of us. Like, you could practice with us. Like, there's no one even listening. It's just 4 of us talking.
Oh, no. Like, don't put me on the spot like that.
Mandy, just say hello. Get your headphones on, girl. So what do you think? I mean, 2218. This is like the stuff we do here. So this is your first time being here.
First time.
That's awesome. I'm glad you came up here. Like, this is cool to hear from someone who's never been to the club. And like,
Never been.
this is where we have a lot of meetings too.
Yeah,
Like, this
that's
is
what
the
I've
spot.
heard. That's what I've heard.
Have you
It's called Jitters, right?
There's that. That's
That-
a noon meeting. There's
Okay.
every night at 6:30. There's like an NA meeting.
Okay.
There's tons of meetings here, but like these are like the activities we do outside of meetings. That's
Okay.
just normal.
Oh,
it's
dang.
all the time. Tomorrow's the big. Has anyone told you about the Ride for Recovery?
No.
So that's a motorcycle thing in the morning, but at 1:00, that whole parking lot's gonna be a party.
What?
Yeah, you found your way here today. Tomorrow, like at 1, yeah. Oh,
Whoa.
here comes the heat.
That's bright.
So our main ace producer just like
So you're,
shine the
you
bright
said
on
that
us.
you're at a sober house.
I am in a sober house.
So you're
St. Paul.
fresh in recovery.
Get this, St. Paul. I haven't been to Minneapolis since I got sober. I haven't been to Minneapolis in 6 months. So driving on the bus today, I was like, triggers everywhere.
Yeah.
But it looks so like different to me. Like I haven't been to Minneapolis in 7 months.
Since you're in your active
Since I have
addiction.
been using.
Yeah.
So it brings back those memories.
and you
to
did
me.
it by yourself.
And I did it by myself.
That's awesome.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like one little triumph for me, I guess.
Yep.
And it sounds stupid, maybe.
No,
but
No.
It's a big triumph.
it really is for me because
Yeah.
I hadn't been to Minneapolis since I basically got kicked out of my apartment and went to treatment. So it's like, holy shit, like riding on the bus, going through Minneapolis, which it looks so much different now just because of
just being clean,
just
clear-minded.
being clear-minded
Yeah.
and shit. And I'm just like noticing the city now because I'm clear-minded and
Yep.
clear-headed. It's just like, holy shit, like.
Well, like there's two
Everything is-
sides of that too. Like you see all the nasty going on, but like there's a lot of
Exactly.
beauty too that
There
Minneapolis
is
holds.
a lot.
And it's
I
hard to
know.
see it sometimes when you're in that fog.
Exactly.
But like you're talking about trigger, like not to pick everything apart you say,
Right.
but so you're on the bus, you see things that are like, oh shit, and your head takes you to a bad place. Like, what do you do? What'd you do about it? Like,
I-
have you been taught some like processes or some like skills to deal with that? You said you got 6 months.
Yeah, I'll have 7 months on. Yeah, I know. Woo, I got my 6-month key tag.
That's
know.
good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I will have 7 months on July 9th. So
Nice.
I'm almost getting to 7 months. So I honestly just kind of like on the way over here, I was like, just get that out of my head. I honestly just closed my eyes and just like visually in my mind, just like it went whoop, just like slid it out of my head. That's kind of what I do.
Right. No, and I guess what I think of is like if someone else is listening who's at home, like,
Yeah.
shit, I don't know. I don't want to I'm scared to take the bus by myself.
Yes.
Like, it can be done,
Yeah.
right?
It can, yeah, totally.
And shit's going to come up. Like, life shows up on your way.
Yeah.
And you do what you've been taught. Or,
Yeah.
like, that's what you've done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you made it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying this whole meditation thing that I'm horrible at, but I'm trying to get better at because everyone says it's like the greatest thing.
I haven't figured it out, and I've got like more than 6 months, but that time doesn't matter. There's people with 1 month who come tell me about how beneficial meditating is, or
Yeah.
you know, the thought process of closing out. There's all sorts of terms. I don't know them all because I haven't learned any of it. Do you meditate?
Do you who meditates at this table?
I attempt to.
Yeah, see,
I won't even say try. I attempt it, and
Yeah.
and there are times when I'm successful with
Yeah,
it.
same.
And I find that I'm most successful in the times that I need meditation the most.
Okay.
That's when my mind is going a million miles a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, I need to shut off. I actually sleep better if I meditate for a little while just before I go to bed.
Okay.
Which helps out, and it's. If you don't know how to do it on your own, for me, what has really helped me out is guided meditations. And there's apps for that. You can even go on
Yes,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Insight Timer is one,
Yep.
too, that I've used in the past that really helps me out because sometimes I just need to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Someone telling you what to do, or is it sounds? Is it visuals? What is it?
You know, you can just do meditation music if you want something in the background, almost like a white noise, something
Okay.
that's calming. The fantastic guy that has like the English accent, I kind of dig that one. He's easy to listen to. I'm like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm
It's like
totally
you're going
meditating.
into a deep slumber now.
Exactly. But no, so that really helps. And it's the steps that you take through the meditation process to get from that chaotic mindset where everything's going a mile a minute to where they're saying, okay, focus on your breath. You know, and if you've done inpatient treatment, a lot of times they'll have something along those lines too.
Yeah.
So it's someone kind of giving you those steps to get into the right state of mind to be able to meditate and truly slow yourself down, which depending on your DOC, sometimes I know for me personally, I had some issues with that and I was a high energy person still to begin with. So
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
what do we
issues
say?
with that.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
So, like, I want to pick apart more what you're saying. 6 months. You're in a sober living. You
I
said.
am in sober living, yes.
And do you go to meetings?
You know, I've been doing the virtual meeting thing, but
Okay.
I've gone to I need to get better at going to in-person meetings. That is something that I'm working on.
Does your house let you?
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
Do they? Is it? I know a lot of houses like they require you got to do X amount of meetings. You got to
Yes.
do this
Well,
that.
technically, I go to meetings. I mean, I go to IOP 5 days a week.
Yeah, that's.
So and I go there like 5 hours a day. So
Okay.
it's kind of like I'm going to like a meeting like
is
5
that
hours
like
a day.
well, like a New Way type deal?
Yeah,
or
New
what?
Way.
Is that okay?
New Way. I go to New Way.
Cool.
So I'm still like an outpatient, so I still have like that support, and it's been really helpful. I was in treatment for like 5 months, and I just got out like 2 months ago. So
Oh.
yeah,
No, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
now your roommate, is that someone who comes to 2218 a lot? or-
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
It is. It's
They go to Jitters or they.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring out how to get around certain traditions by saying I'm not advertising. We're talking about this
Right.
in content. So
Right.
like they go to Jitters, which
They
is a
do. meeting
meeting here at noon every day, and
Yeah. Yeah. They do.
like did she like you got to come check this meeting out too? Did she get on you about that?
Yeah,
But is
yeah.
it during your IOP type?
Well, yeah, during like our house meeting on Sundays, they say like, okay, yeah, there's a meeting here. There's this meeting, and if anyone wants to go, like, you can come with. But I even had a hard time getting here today. But like, I have a hard time asking people for like rides to meetings and stuff like that. But I need to get better at that. I think.
Right.
Closed mouths
You know what
don't
I mean?
get fed, girl.
Oh,
Ask
listen.
I know.
away.
I know.
Ask
I
away.
know.
It's the truth. I mean, you know what? I've come to realize like the worst thing you're gonna hear is no. And
Yeah.
I always I don't know if it's that healthy or not, but to equate it back to like my active addiction is like I was never scared to hear no then. Like when I called the plug, like, hey, can I front X, Y, or Z? Like, nope. I knew I was gonna hear no a lot. But in recovery, like we gotta get outside ourselves to do stuff like that. So like I
Yes.
think you sharing about that's like a big like a boost of hope for someone that's, you know, shut off or scared to do it. Like
Yeah.
you're sharing about never being in Minneapolis
Yeah.
sober, and you
Yep.
came here on your own.
I did.
And
that was a
I'm-
triumph.
Was it a straight shot, or did you have to hop bus to bus, to tram to bus to?
3 buses.
Hell yeah! Do you,
I made it.
One of the things about meetings is that when you go to a meeting,
Yeah.
if you ask for a ride to go to a meeting, you're going to go to a meeting and let's say you meet 10 people.
Yeah.
You're going to meet probably 3 people that are in your area
Yeah,
that are
yeah,
going to
yeah.
be willing to give,
to
you,
give
a ride.
Yeah, if I bus it to the meeting, I'm probably gonna be able to get a ride home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely something. Yeah, and being here and seeing all these people, it makes me wanna try this meeting.
hell yeah!
You
The
know?
majority, like I don't know who's down there. I haven't been there, but I know a ton of the people down there right now. They are jitter people.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would feel like you're cheating yourself out of a great experience to know about that meeting and not go to it.
Yeah.
And I feel that way about any meeting. So, like for your Zoom meetings, are those? Is it you do traditionally like AA or NA, or what are you doing on Zoom?
I do the NA, like North America 24/7 one.
Okay.
So it's just like
Oh,
you
so it's constantly
It's
going.
constantly going
Okay.
on, and you see people from literally all over the world.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing, and I've just been kind of ever since I got out of treatment, which was only 2 months ago. I've been mostly doing the virtual meetings. So, but I do need to do more in-person meetings, absolutely. And I think that coming to this little
Event.
event helped.
Were you gonna
me.
say shindig?
I was gonna say shindig.
I felt it coming. Shindig.
Shindig.
Well,
Go ahead.
well, I think that it's great that you came down here.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited that I got to meet you
Yeah.
because I love meeting new people.
Yeah.
And I hope that we see you down here at Jitters.
for sure.
I really do.
Yeah.
I know Mandy's got a few more people that she already has to bring up here.
I'd have kept you up here all night.
So
Like, people have
I'm
to
gonna
tell
wrap
me.
this up
Okay,
so Mandy
okay.
can go downstairs
Oh,
and
yeah.
get.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
flit about and find
get
our
some more
next guest.
people.
Cool.
Yeah, because I
And
just
then-
drone on.
I will see you hopefully at one of these meetings.
Yes, I will totally
Or
come
stick
here.
around. We're coming down after.
And,
Okay,
yep, and
cool.
we're gonna step downstairs
Cool.
afterwards.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
It was
y'all.
nice to meet you.
Yes, thank
And
you.
I'll be back with our next special guest.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah, you know what, Elaine? You're gonna have to guide me better. Like I didn't realize for like how many minutes was she like, I gotta go. Was Mandy just in your ear about it?
No,
No,
no.
I don't know. I didn't.
Just
know.
in case the audience doesn't know, Tim likes to talk.
Oh, they know.
So does Tad. I hope Tad's listening right
He
now.
is. He's
This is
messaging me.
This is my time where I get to make fun of Tad because Tad's not here to look at me funny.
Well, we're working on some things where we might go live with them downstairs. We're working on a lot of new stuff here.
Ooh, I like new.
So the support's awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks to anyone listening. Like, thank you for your patience with this. I'm seeing a lot of new faces that are supporting the show. Thank you guys. Like, that's the lifeblood of these things is sharing it with new people or telling someone else about it and just sharing the link. That helps grow this community and the networking. To me, the networking is huge with recovery. That's how I've found out about some of the best meetings I go to. It's word of mouth, just like in life. For me, a lot of this is. So, Elena,
what?
what's on your phone?
What's on my phone? I want to give a shout out. I'm sure he's not listening because he's probably playing volleyball. There's this thing called volleyball on Friday nights.
Oh, it's called what? Wait, what's volleyball?
Volleyball. There's a thing called recovery or sober volleyball.
Because
that
you know
they
you
play.
just said there's this thing called volleyball.
That they play on Friday nights, and my buddy Andrew, that I call Bubba Sparks, it's his birthday today. He's
Happy birthday,
26.
Andrew. Happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Bubba Sparks. So I was just checking that out, but they play sober volleyball up at Ham Lake Lanes. And if you don't want to play volleyball, they also have bowling, and there's really good food, and they play rain or shine because they're sober and crazy. That's what they
Yeah.
love to do.
Hey, quick shout out to Scooter and Dylan, Katie. Thank you guys. Thank everyone for checking in. I wanted to touch on Big Donnie D. So tomorrow's event is kid friendly. Someone asked about that. It's definitely kid friendly. I think they're. I don't want to misspeak, but I think like the activities for children. There are some like there's an ice cream thing. Us recovering alcoholics and addicts like our ice cream, but there's a lot of kid stuff going on tomorrow.
There's gonna be music. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff.
I'm not sure if I wanted to say like there's going to be a clown twisting balloons. I don't know if I'm just saying that or if I heard it, but like there's going to be fun stuff going on. Music alone is fun. I enjoy it in recovery. I was able to
Watching the
start liking
bikes
it.
come in and out of the parking lot is fun.
Yeah, that's going to be 50-50 if I get to go on the bike run now. But it doesn't matter. There's hundreds of bikes that do this. Were you here last year when they came rolling in? Or the year before? This is the third
I
annual.
went the year before. I didn't go last year because of the whole COVID thing.
Did they even have it last year?
I don't think they had it last year, but I went the year before. I went on the run.
Okay. Yeah, then that was like the second.
And it was so hot. It was hot and miserable, and then you're sitting on a hot bike, so that makes it even more hot and
You
miserable.
sound like you're complaining.
I am.
Women. All right. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. What I meant was Elena.
It was hot and miserable, y'all.
So you said you went fishing?
I did not go fishing, but I will tell you, I still have my fishing pole and tackle boxes in the back of the truck.
From when did you send me the fishing pictures?
That was weeks ago.
Okay.
that was weeks
I
ago.
guess you haven't been on the show for a while.
I know.
See, last week I wasn't here because I was fishing. That's where I was.
Did you catch anything?
What'd you think? Of course I did. I'm a professional bass
That sounds like a
fisherman.
fish story.
You should see how heavy the pictures of the fish are I got.
I think he held the camera really, really far
Man,
away
if I could post pictures on here,
to make the fish look bigger.
my guy who just cooked us some of the bombest steaks I've ever had. Like they're so fire, they're so good. Thanks, Ron. My fishing partner, man, he's one of my Bob is too. But yeah, we catch fish. We
I
don't
saw
go
pictures-
fishing.
I
we
saw
catch
pictures on Facebook.
fish. Yeah, no.
Fisha?
Fish, yeah. We're what you call professionals. Come on down. Like I'm the new Bob Barker. Come on down, Billy on.
Oh, that's good because you do not look like a Vanna
Welcome.
White.
I'm prettier than Vanna White.
Whoa.
Right? Look at me. Throw these on. Check it out.
You don't have to answer that.
I'm Tim.
Billy.
Billy,
Hi, Billy.
make yourself comfortable. I got a room temperature water if you'd like. Not that cold. Sorry.
It's room temp.
So how's it going, Billy?
It's going. I'm loving it. 218 or 2218. I'm new up to the city, so they're making me feel like home here. I'm loving it.
Hell
I'd
yeah.
like to hear that.
Yes. Where are you from?
Albert Lee, Minnesota.
So south. Okay.
Yep,
Sweet.
south.
This is the first time you've been to 2218?
This will be my third night. I've
Nice.
been up here since Monday.
Awesome. You've been checking out meetings here?
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah. You gonna be coming back?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so here's real quick. Here's what's gonna happen is like I'm gonna try to bug you to talk about some stuff about recovery, and then they're gonna give me a dirty look about when she's gonna drag you out of here.
I'm good at those. My resting bitch face is like spot on tonight.
I got a
you.
card for that RBF.
RBF. Oh, I know what that is. All right, so Elena's gonna to interact with you and talk to you and ask you some questions about recovery.
Oh, my Lord, Tim. Oh, my goodness. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing just dandy.
You're doing just dandy? So
Fabulous.
what brings you up here from Albert Lee?
New life, new beginnings, and the NA and AA, recovery in general, support up here is just amazing, huge. I mean, there's definitely no time in my day where I can't find a NA meeting or AA or any kind of recovery benefit or activities going on.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's definitely the place for me.
Absolutely. Did you come up here for treatment or did you just come up here for a change?
I came up here for treatment, put myself in. Just tired of living that life. I do like the fast life, and that's kind of why I picked the cities as well. But now I can do the fast life in recovery with all the stuff that they have to offer up here. So it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you go to other places besides 2218?
I haven't been yet. I just got up here Monday, so it's only been a couple days. And
Oh, so you're fresh up here.
yeah, I've been to 3 meetings here though, so
That's real cool.
That is real cool. You dove right in.
Oh, absolutely, you have to.
Are you staying
I
at a
do.
sober house up here?
I am.
Cool. I got a message from Ted. I'm not sure if he's trying to hop on, but we're not hearing him from down there. What's supposed to happen is he's supposed to hop on and be live with us, but I'm not hearing
Oh,
him.
sorry, Tad.
He messaged me.
Sorry, Tad.
So
sorry.
He either messaged me to say, Tim, stop talking, or stop talking so he can bump into the conversation. I'm not sure. I talk too much sometimes.
Oh, sorry, we can't hear you.
No, we can't. I just got a message. I can't hear you, Tad. So I'm not sure what's really happening there. He said I have to stop talking, so I'm going to stop now.
Oh.
Hey, what's
Let's
up?
hold
This
up.
is
So I can
Tad,
talk, right?
and we're
Sure,
live.
See?
you guys
That's
hear
why I
me
like
or no?
Billy.
Anyways, I'm just checking in.
Oh.
I got my headphone in, so I'm trying to listen to the show as well.
I don't hear nothing.
Me neither. I have my headphones.
I thought he had
Everyone
something good for us.
is chilling.
I mean,
If you guys
does he not
keep
wanna
talking,
talk?
I'm talking.
Here we go.
Oh, I hear a
so
door.
It's not gonna work. Everything's
Nothing.
good down
He's real
here. There's a
distant.
lot
No,
of
I hear him.
So, I don't know. That's the live check-in. I had guessed, but we couldn't.
We're not hearing him.
figure
We
out
Sorry,
don't. I don't
I
hear
where to
nothing.
go.
Somebody
Back to you
else says
guys
I can
now,
hear him.
all right?
Ron did.
Oh.
Ron said slightly. Somebody else says I can hear him.
Yeah. He said start the show. I know how frustrated he's getting down there. What it is either his audio isn't turned up enough for the audience to hear him. And if that's the case, they're hearing him. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of people say barely. It was like that time that people could barely hear me because I hear him in my head. I'm getting like a 50-second delay in my ear right now, but we're still in your
That
time,
sounds like
bro.
that
I'm
sounds
so
like
sorry.
a horror story.
So on board. Hi, Tim. Yeah, I don't know. I'm imagining Tad's gonna come up here pissed because.
Lock the doormat when you leave, please.
No, don't. Yeah. So, what's your plans moving forward?
I
Like,
try
have
not
you
to plan.
set-
Huh?
You set anything up for what you're gonna do moving forward, or?
Nah, I'm just taking it one day at a time.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's smart too. We'll get this thing figured out with Tad. Either, I didn't mean to interrupt you and have it cut off halfway, but have you sang yet?
No, I didn't get a chance.
Are you gonna
to.
sing? You gonna sign up?
No, I don't know. I'm still trying to.
Come on.
I mean, I definitely feel welcome walking in these doors, but I mean, I'm still working on myself as well. I mean, it's been a struggle helping out everyone else and forgetting to help myself. And
There you go.
You know, coming up here, being asked to do this, not expecting what to come of it, coming up here, was kind of nervous, but you know what? That's the best way to keep moving forward is, you know, step out of your old comfort zone,
That's
what
right.
you're used
Yes.
No,
So,
you're good. It's just, you know what? Just a couple people talking, really. It's just we got these stupid things in our head and a weird mic in front of us. But
to. I've heard of podcasts before, but I mean, in my old line of work, I guess I didn't mess with electronics, you know.
what'd you used to do?
Oh, you know, allegedly wheeled and dealed.
Your old active life. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I understand.
No,
He sees it. He said allegedly first. I
Yeah,
like
allegedly.
that.
Yeah, you already knew where I
You
was going with that.
just sit up here and pretend none of this stuff is here, and it's just four friends sitting here having a conversation, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
I'm,
we're sitting here having a meeting.
Yeah, I'm definitely blessed to be alive and be here and to find this group
Yeah.
of amazing people. I mean, I consider family already,
Yeah.
and I've only been coming for 3 days, so.
And it gets even bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And better.
Absolutely.
And better.
Yeah, you just, keep coming back one day at a time. Like, all those things they really work. You just don't worry about tomorrow. Just today is what you got. I mean, that's the advice that really helped me. Just worry about today. Like, what's in front of you right now. That's what's helped me a lot. And things like this. Like, coming here, checking out some fun.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
people can have some fun in recovery. That's what you're experiencing down there. Like, this is a good time. That's what we do at 2218. Tomorrow, come back at, like, the Ride for Recovery is tomorrow, and that whole parking lot's going to be a party at 1 o'clock all the way on. So if you're able to, I don't know how. I know a lot of sober houses have like restrictions on when you can leave and this and that, but if you're able to, try to get back down here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
I've got a question if I can throw one in there for Billy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So far in your journey of recovery, what has inspired you? What comes to your head?
Ooh, that's a good one. I guess just knowing that I have a lot to offer. So it pushes me further into my recovery because I see people where I once was, and I'm really good at helping them, but I definitely learned throughout my past in and out of these walls that I need to stop and take care of myself first. I mean, it says it in the NA book, you know, you need to learn to love yourself before you can truly love another. And that's the hardest thing I've struggled with in my recovery is loving myself. And that's something, this is actually kind of building me up and, you know, giving me that confidence that I once had and hopefully will have it once again. So.
That's one of the best things about recovery. I mean, for me too, it's not just finding my higher power, even though they've been there the whole time. It's part of finding yourself. And like, it's like, okay, now that I'm ripped away all those labels, especially that addict label, even though I'm still totally an addict, I'm just in recovery right now. It's who in the heck am I? What do I enjoy doing now?
Right.
When I'm not sitting there trying to please anybody else and doing what they want to do, what they like to do, or sitting there trying to be whatever twisted version of Captain Save-A-Ho I'm trying to be in that moment, you know? Whatever it is. When it's just me, whether there's somebody there or not, what do I want to do? And the best part is you can do anything.
Right.
You just can't do everything, but you can
Right.
do anything, you know? It's cool.
Yeah, it's your life right now. Like, whether there's legal stuff hanging over our heads, you still have that freedom of choice right now, and you can choose to be and do whatever you want. Like, I have to tell myself that all the time still, like years later, and I say years, like I've been doing this forever. I'm still figuring out who the hell I am. I
Right.
really am. All I know is like I enjoy having fun, and I'm having fun doing recovery, so I'll keep doing recovery. So keep coming back and finding these things that you're enjoying. Like, things always get better in recovery. So, bro, thank you for
Absolutely.
coming up here, man. Do you want to share anything before you leave with the audience?
No, I'm just, well, actually, yeah, I mean,
Spit it out, bro.
you definitely can have fun in recovery. I mean, I've had some of my funnest time, met some of the best people through recovery. I mean, going on service trips, you know, helping out. I mean, just getting involved. It's an amazing feeling, and I suggest it to anyone. Just getting out there, helping out, and you know, showing everyone that you can have fun in recovery. And you know what? I am very grateful for to be here and for you guys to have me up here. So thank you.
Thanks
You
for
find one of these
volunteering.
spots, make it a home group, keep coming back, and come back as one of our guests for the whole hours. Serious, I'm not bullshitting. Come back as one of our guests. Because this is not the normal format. Like, we're only having you guys on for a few minutes at a time, but typically we have 2 guests on here for a couple hours. So come back, bro. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you very much.
Tim's
All right.
got his number
be
in the
back.
comments, so
Yeah.
reach out to him.
Reach out to people and get this link and check out the shows. And I always have my number in there, right?
Oh, look at this. I'm so excited that I'm one of the hosts today, that I get to do this. So I get to do a shout out tonight. I get to do a shout out to my girlfriend Brenda. Brenda, I love you and I miss you. I haven't seen you in like 3 or 4 weeks. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see your name on here.
All right, well, if you're going to do that, TZ, what's good? And hey, good day. Who this is our good friend Court. Court, thank you for supporting this show and always being on. And in the past few weeks when you're on here and I haven't said, what's up, Court? It's because his name is not Court, but it's Good Day. His name is Good Day. And he just kind of made a funny joke on here and said good day. So, hey, thanks for the support. Good day. That sucks about this. The goal was to have Tad live from down at Recovery Okie, the Pride Recovery Okie, and it's just not happening. We don't have it figured out that well yet. So I was listening, and yeah, it sounded like he was about a half a block away, but I have a feeling he might be a surprise guest maybe here shortly. I don't know.
Well, that would be nice.
Yeah, of course it would, because I wanted to thank him personally for that message I got on his behalf. Other than that, I was gonna bug you about something, Elena. But
There's
that's,
no bugging. What? What
I
you
don't know.
bugging?
I totally forgot. Everything threw me off when I got that message about him trying to be on, and I felt like we robbed. What was his Bob or
Billy?
Billy. I feel like we robbed Billy out of his few minutes on here.
We didn't rob him. He
3
he
days.
He did great.
3 days, and he's in here just
He
getting
did
it
great.
in.
And 3 meetings.
3 days, 3 meetings.
That's recovery. That's somebody that wants this.
yeah. That's where you got to do.
That is what you got to do. If you really, really want recovery, you got to dive in. You got to make it work. You got to do this. Because if you don't do this, you're going to find excuse after excuse after excuse of why not to go to meetings and why not to open your book, why not to call your sponsor. And you know what? I will call myself out on it. I'm terrible at calling my sponsor, but I know when to call her and when to call other people when I need something, when I need help with something, when I need to talk to somebody.
Well, here's an experience. I went through something this past week that it was recovery based. Something happened in recovery, and it was bad. Something bad happened that was shook my ego, my beliefs. It shook me. Like I didn't know what to do. First time it's happened in recovery to me. So I didn't know what to do. So you know what? I reached out to my sponsor, reached out to about 3 people whose opinions and the way they live their life I respect. So I reached out to 4 different people about the situation and talked to them about it. That's all I know what to do because that's what these people in recovery have taught me. And I'm good today. But for a good 48 hours, it took every ounce and every inch of my thoughts and everything of my days. It was consuming me. Like it was stealing my serenity, or call it what you will. But I did what this program taught us to do. It's like I reached out. So the benefits are endless when it comes to recovery if you want it. Like Elena's saying, you gotta, if you want it, you just show up. So yeah, more guests are on their way in.
Oh, this one's got some kick-ass tattoos.
I do have
Said this one.
tattoos, you're right.
Hello, I'm
This
Tim.
one's
Hi,
some
Tim. I'm Sylvia.
Sylvia?
giraffes on the leg and
Everyone's
everything.
noticing the giraffes tonight. It's always like a gambit, like which ones
I
are you
like
gonna
giraffes.
notice first? Okay, love to hear it. Same.
I like
Got it tattooed on my
giraffes.
body.
So make
true.
yourself comfortable. I've offered this to everyone. If you'd like a room temperature water, it's all you.
Okay.
Hold the mic close to your mouth as comfortable as you are.
Check.
All right. This is Elena. I'm Tim, and you are
I am Sylvia.
Sylvia, and this is
Mandy.
all right. The 4 Musketeers are back.
All right.
So how's it going down there? Fill us in.
It's fantastic. The vibration is very high. Everyone is looking real cute. It's just a miracle to be around so many people in recovery who are just gaying it up.
Gaying it up.
Feels good. Can I swear?
Fuck no. No swearing on this shit at all.
Okay.
You just make yourself comfortable.
Jeez.
Whatever you want to do,
Alright, it's
whatever's
alright.
comfortable for you. This is an all go. Just we talk recovery. We talk about what's going on in recovery.
Cool.
So have you sang yet?
Huh?
Have you sang yet?
Okay, yo, I showed up fully intending to crush this competition, and I got here late, and there was no more room on the sign up.
It's tough to get on the list, man.
Really?
Seriously.
Well, I showed up at 8:30, so I think it was.
That's pretty
yeah.
early. I mean, they started at 8, right?
I mean, well, it
Or
seems
like-
like they started getting people in at 7:30.
Well, because I know the one meeting that was in the room ended at 8. So,
Oh, okay.
but that was on the one side. Whatever the case is, you bring someone up who's on that list next. No, I'm joking. I'm giving you guff.
Hey, we don't need to wait for
But
the. Hey, you
and I
can-
was gonna also say though, the competition. You mean that's filled up the whole night now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were filled up right away. Like they were already filled up by the time I got here at
that's bogus.
8:15, 8:20.
Well,
yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna open this invitation to anyone moving forward now. If they come up here, if you want to sing, the mic's in front of you. It's all you.
Okay, so I was actually just gonna. I was gonna sing The Killers, all these things that I've done because it's so dramatic and over the top, and I was just gonna pull the mic because everyone's staying on stage, and I'm like,
You're
you
gonna
are not
work the room.
working,
You're
not
gonna work
working
the
the
room.
room. Like you
You know
could
your
actually
karaoke.
Good
be
guess.
Right?
up in people's faces, respecting their space, but just being a performer. You don't have to sing well. just have to milk
Oh,
it.
you would just be just
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier.
Oh my gosh, I wish we had this on video.
Yeah.
Yes. It's same thing goes with dancing in addition to singing. If you sit there
Yeah.
and you just have just this blank face when you're dancing, it doesn't have the same impact as if you kind of if you see those people that they look like they're really feeling it, like they're kind of smelling
Oh,
someone
yeah.
else's fart, like making that kind of face.
Wait a
while they're
sec. Did you
dancing.
just say smelling someone else's
Yes,
fart?
kind of like that squished up nose, like the
No, that's the that's a Bay Area. That's the Bay like fizz face that
Whoa.
comes. I want to give a shout out to Bay Area culture. Shout outs to Kalani. Shout outs to the Pack. Some of the originals, Fizz and Hyphy, where you just literally the whole point is that you just smelled some like rank piss and you are in the club going like,
see, Sylvia knows. This is why we're
that's
new
it.
best friends.
Yeah. So yeah, and I've been listening to like Jeremiah and Sage the Gemini all day. Like you remember like Gas Pedal and Slow Down, Grab No More, Wiggle Till You Whenever Your Ass Fall Off. Do you know what I'm talking
I know that
about?
song.
That like literally that era has been my entire life today. I don't know why, but I need more of that. Give me 2014, 2015 club bangers till I die.
They be
Thank you.
feeling it.
Yes.
So, you in recovery?
Yeah.
Do you go to meetings here?
I do, yeah. I am. I was the trusted servant for the Breakfast Club for a minute, and then, yeah, I haven't been to any like in-person meetings yet, though. Which is
Since COVID?
Since COVID, yeah.
Is this the first event since COVID that you've been to? One of?
No. I've been to other events, but nothing that was like, I mean, and other recovery events, but nothing quite like this. This has been just
This is the one
delightful.
so far?
I mean, it's just been delightful.
How many people are down there?
Probably like 80, 90.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, like there's like a bunch of people down there.
Yeah, last count was officially a buttload.
Yeah.
A buttload.
A
Yeah.
buttload. That was the
Gosh,
official
I'm
count.
glad I got a parking spot.
Metric ass load.
And I'm wasting one whole spot with my motorcycle. I should go move that during you.
We don't have a break.
I know. I was gonna
No
say I
brakes
don't
on this
take breaks.
train?
There's no break.
I don't know. It's not that kind of train. Well, if she plays her card right, it could be.
Oh my god.
I ain't
But-
playing no cards.
Atta girl.
So, but you guys are down there busting moves, right?
No, apparently
What
that's
people are
happening.
just standing and watching?
They're being
they're
very
sitting at
pleasant.
tables.
I'm chatting with some new friends, and it's a delight.
You better
but
get
no.
that room
Nobody-
shaking.
Oh, I
They're shaking
would.
their booties.
There's no one better than I. Well, some people are singing like Hallelujah. How are we supposed to shake our asses to
Hallelujah
Hallelujah?
to a what?
No, like
that's a-
Hallelujah. Like
Oh.
snooze fest,
Yeah.
Hallelujah. I mean, it's a beautiful song. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like, I'm not trying to twerk to that. I'm not.
Wow.
Most people are going to do like
Sure.
Coolio
That's my
karaoke. They're
total.
like,
You know
one,
what?
two,
Call me a
three,
weirdo,
four.
but that's my twerk song. Like that's what I get it onto. So
I do know someone here that was talking about starting a twerking competition down there this evening. If I find him, I will see if we can get that
God.
popping and locking
I'd
and
do
whatnot.
hula hoop leg
And
Timmy.
whatnot.
I'll come down.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding. I won't. I lied. I lied. I'm not going down there.
Elena,
What?
you just made a commitment.
I'm not. No.
She made a commitment.
I am an
heard
almost
it.
40-year-old mother of 3. I ain't going
If you
down
lick
there
it,
for
it's really
nothing.
salt.
If I'm,
You don't have to
I
lick it.
don't,
Do not
But
lick
I don't
it.
know
I
where
lick
this
them
has
every time.
been,
Probably
which
in my
hasn't
mouth.
stopped me before. But in this exact case, I don't want to lick this rock.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
But
Thank you for at least saying the word rock in that conversation.
Yeah.
No, but someone told me there's salt somethings, and they are. I can confirm they are. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I am grateful you came up here. Thank you for filling us in. But you would still suggest to anyone listening, contemplating coming down, to still come down, just because they can't get on the list to sing, still come down, right?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And of course, like this is like one of the best parties I've been to in 2021. Like this is like amazing. Probably the best because it's a bunch of folks in recovery and everyone looks really hot and you could like talk to a person and maybe like graze their thigh accidentally. Because like, I mean,
Code of
13 seconds,
conduct.
no,
Code of conduct.
exactly.
But here's the big thing I really like to talk about and touch on is It's a recovery based event. Like not people aren't down there just all smashed and like most parties that are like this, it's usually a lot of mood altering bullshit and you're not
Right.
getting real people.
Yeah.
Everything down there is genuine.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting I mean, sure, some people put on a show, but it's genuine interactions. Like
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just such a testament to how many incredible feel-good chemicals we secrete naturally, and if you just are around, and like the energy that you can get from other human beings who are expressing that energy, like I feel incredible because I'm around all these people, and this is a much more sustainable feeling than.
Well, and you
getting
said something
fucked
about
up.
vibrations. Touch on that real quick before you go. What did you mean? You said the vibrations are high. What do you mean?
Ooh. So they have like actually been doing studies on how like energy work, you know, like a lot of people say like energy work, like Reiki or whatever, and like talk about that as like, oh, that's like woo woo bullshit or whatever. And like, but they're like actually doing like hard science studies. I mean, I'm sitting in front of a salt lamp. I recognize that I'm in a room of people that are going to be like game for energy and spirit work.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. So
Don't
but,
get it confused for some odd reason.
sponsored by Monster Energy.
Yeah, no shit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
got,
usually
Oh,
it's
and Red
sponsored
Bull.
by Red Bull.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
sorry.
I'm representing-
Sponsored
I'm
by
here
Red
on
Bull,
Cat's
Mountain
Combination
Dew.
Monster and Red Bull.
Yeah, all sorts of shit. Okay.
But I just think that people in recovery are really interested in broadcasting a kind of vibration that is incredibly high in terms of it's immersive, it's positive, it's cultivating a relationship with oneself and with a community that is healing. And I think that like I can feel that in this room, just being around people that I've heard their stories and I've heard what they've gone through, and to see them just like in bliss and in this sort of magnetic radiance, it's just like there's nothing like it. So if you're not here right now,
Be
Beautifully
here.
said.
Get
come
here.
on
Beautiful.
down.
Plenty of
Said.
time. I'm not sure. It goes like usually till midnight.
Midnight.
Like it goes pretty late usually. So
Yeah.
get on down.
Get on down, get off the
So,
podcast and get over here.
Before I kick you guys out, see, I'm saying that to make you look good. Like I know.
I don't
I'm-
need you to make me look good. I look good.
Yeah,
I'm
she
good.
needs no
What?
help with that.
Okay. So how do I say this? All right. So you
I
know,
got you, Mandy.
I got the look. Like, all right, it's time to go. So before you head out, is there anything else you want to share with the audience?
No, recovery. It's a miracle. If you're out there struggling, know that there's people there to help and support you. Especially if you're a queer, trans, or intersex person. We are here and we love you, and you deserve to be here in this world.
You are
We're all-
loved.
Yes.
We're all
Boom.
worth it.
Thank you so much for coming up here, and nice to meet you.
And
course.
Sylvia doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to ask you to be my spirit animal on the way back to the party. So just
What
heads
kind
up.
of animal would it be?
I don't know. That's
A
I'm gonna find
giraffe.
out. I'm gonna find out.
A giraffe.
That's part of the surprise. Don't ruin the
Thank you,
surprise.
Sylvia. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Mandy. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.
Deuces. Deuces. I guess she was so tall you could tell the draft on her leg, right?
Yes.
I wasn't sure until she just stood
She
up
was
now.
very tall. That's why I saw it when she walked in.
That you know what I was it's like I was listening to some other show and it'd be perfect like it'd be like me getting a tattoo of jelly on my stomach. like she put a draft on her leg, but she was real tall and like lanky, but like look way better than a draft. But I'm just like the comparison is like me putting some jelly on my whatever. Trying to regurgitate another show I listened to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love this night. This night's already awesome. We're on our fourth guest coming up next.
I'm tired already.
Oh, stop it. We're only an hour in. And the goal was if we got to be down there in the room, but because of copyright, I didn't know we're that big yet, where like copyright laws and licensings to have music in the background that we didn't pay for type deal. I didn't realize like we're in that zone now.
That's so dumb.
I know, but like legally it's not, I guess. So I said the same thing as what you just said. I was like, this is bullshit. And they're like, Tim,
Well, I didn't say that. I said this is dumb.
like when I go on here and I see like it, let's see on this line, on this feed, it's showing like we have, let's see, how many listeners does yours say? Like right now active, like it shows 7 on mine. Okay. Like it makes me think there's only 7 people on my feed.
Yeah.
But someone else explained to me, like, there's 30 different feeds with like 7 to 20 people on each feed. And that's just listening live, not the rebroadcast or when people listen to it later. So, like, there's a whole group of people that are listening at in a recovery facility down in California right now, like from one computer, like 20 group of people. And like Tad's got some family members from a church listening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's big groups of people, one outlet. Whatever the case is like, I don't realize that those things really affect us, but they do. We have to abide by those type of rules, or they will shut us down off of Facebook, shut us down off of YouTube, shut us down off of the Spotify and all these other jazzy, dazzy.
Spotify now too.
We're on all that shit. We're on 30 different outlets. We just just go live on Facebook. Like right now, we're technically not live on YouTube. We're like, because it's a delay. So they don't consider it live. Because it's like a 5-minute delay, I guess. And that's like our least amount of broadcasting is through YouTube. But we don't advertise that. We only usually try to advertise it through this because if people have questions, because we preach, we want this to be an interactive show so much. And we want the questions to come in. And without them on the same feed that we're on, we can't get questions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like someone on YouTube's listening and say someone's struggling and they're reaching out only on YouTube, like that could, I don't want to get as drastic saying it could kill someone, but like if they're struggling, like earlier with that letter I got about suicide, like how would no one would be able to reach them. That's why like I put my number out there, 612-791-9942. Reach me on Timothy J. Warren on Facebook. Stuff like that. We have to keep reminding the audience that those options are out there. If the audience can't tell, I'm just like trying to blab on. Because Elaine is not holding her weight, so.
I just like to listen.
No, you bullshit.
I just like to listen. I don't know, y'all.
I didn't realize there's 80 people down there.
I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, me too.
I'm kind of jealous that I volunteer to help out every Friday when I could be down there dancing away, listening to people sing.
My mama's on here. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mom. I hear about you all the time, Mom. I heard you're like the best mom in the entire world. You might have to adopt me.
It's something like that. She's my biggest cheerleader, I'll tell you what. So.
And you have the most beautiful dog in the world.
Lucy girl. She's talking about Lucy.
I'm talking about Lucy, the black puppy.
Black standard poodle.
Whatever.
So.
Cute dog.
Yeah, you should see my mom sends me these pictures of this dog, like with her legs crossed, looking up at me like this, and it's endless with these pictures of my dog. It's crazy, like, but it's good energy. Sylvia was talking about that shit, the vibrations, like that stuff goes over my head so much.
I'm shy about the podcast one day.
Who is?
My friends.
Oh, okay. So there's.
Come on, it'll be okay.
Come on in. Oh, we made a big appearance.
Looks not thrilled.
I was waiting for like a kitty cat to walk in.
I don't know about this next guest. We might have to close early tonight. I'm sorry, everybody.
So here, hang on. Let me. We got this guest that came in here.
We got this guest that came in here with this hat that's like move every time.
Hang on, from the
every
shoe
time
up,
we
from the
talk.
shoe up to the hat. Here's what we got. It's Pride Month, and we're doing Pride Recovery Okie tonight, and we're bringing guests in one after the next. And halfway through the show, we get this one who comes in with light up sneakers and a belt that's just out of
Weird
this world.
facial hair.
Beast mode tank top. A Star Trek rainbow, Minnesota rainbow.
Hairy armpits.
Yeah, and the chops to kill for, and a Superman light up hat.
Don't forget about sex appeal.
Whoa!
So Tad's on
And
the show.
that's the end of the show.
Tad, did you get a chance? You know what?
So I checked
We are
in
gonna
and
get
talked over
shut
you.
down.
One of the time Elena was talking shit about me, I was like, but I could talk over you the whole time if you're talking trash. So that happened.
Did you?
We didn't hear you.
No, you didn't, but the viewers did.
Yeah, we got a couple that said it sucked because they said it was.
The
quiet.
audio quality sucked. I
Nobody
listened
heard
to
you.
it. A couple people did hear me. No, they heard
No,
it.
yeah, my aunt heard you. My buddy Ron
Some
heard
pe-
you.
yeah. But it sucked, and it felt like people were screaming in my ear. So I just said,
Really?
Yeah.
You could hear us.
Yeah, I could hear you guys. You guys were never going to be able to hear me. That's why I was texting you when to shut up.
I know, but the delay, there would have been like a 9-second delay
Yeah.
of dead air
Or a
waiting
minute,
for you
or
to
a
speak.
minute.
Yeah.
You know what's
we don't
awesome
know.
is
so
when-
we'll listen to this and we'll figure it out from
Well,
here.
no, look what I
No,
said.
what's awesome is when Tad tells us to shut up and he's not here, so we don't shut up.
I should have texted Elena because she would have got it done.
I felt your frustration.
No,
though.
I wouldn't have shut up. I would have been like, Tad just texted me. Oh.
I have
Let's
live
keep
guests
talking.
from downstairs too. I was doing the live reporter. What I wanted
Are
you
you
guys
really?
to say, and we didn't do that, was like, "Hey, we're going live now."
No, that would have been the
like
shit.
by
'cause I
reco-
had you in this whole
The original idea for one of our original ideas for the show was to have a recovery insider, and we're testing that out. That way, Elena, when you go on your vacations that you were talking about earlier,
I already went.
No,
when
but
you,
listen to this.
you know when you go early, when you go again, just one day hop in, and we have a show and someone's covering for you, and it was your week off. You can turn your phone on and come on in, and we can do a live recovery
Yeah.
check-in from wherever you are.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
That,
no, we could have
we
the show
won't
and you're
see you, but we'll hear your audio.
that defeats my vacation.
No, this is part of vacation.
We're never on vacation in recovery,
Nope.
baby.
Right.
Hey, you're on the champs team now, so I wouldn't be. You talk about the belt, but I wouldn't be the champion without you and Tim. You guys know that, and I'll probably never say that again. But that's true.
Where is that belt?
People are playing with it and showing.
So,
you know.
Tad, real quick, I
gotta
want to tell
get
you
that
something.
belt.
I kind of shared with you on the phone before.
I heard it.
You did hear the letter.
Yeah, I almost cried.
Yes, someone
Almost.
was. I'm going to recap because I see we have a bunch
Oh
of
my
listeners that
gosh.
came on late. I got a message from someone who was having some suicidal thoughts, and Tad told the audience in general that you're loved, and it really helped someone off the cliff. So
Because
I want to
everyone
thank
is
you,
loved
Tad,
and
on the
valued.
air, personally, like face to face. Thank you, Tad.
And so, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that quick.
Yes.
So, one of the reasons I do that, because there were times in my life when I was using and not using where I wanted to kill myself and I didn't feel loved. And that's all I wanted to hear. I wanted to know that I was valued, that I wasn't alone, and that I was loved. So I make sure that I tell people, and you guys are my friends, so you know this. I tell people that I'm proud of them when they do things, because little things for us at First in Recovery are huge.
Oh, yes.
Not for the rest of the world, but for us, they're huge.
Those little
like
feats.
sometimes paying a phone bill. Me having the same phone number for almost 3 years, huge deal for me. Pretty normal for most people. So I let people know they're proud, and I always let people know that they're loved and they're not alone, because that's a lot of the things I do is how I wish I was treated. So that's what motivates me, and I want everyone to know that they are valued and important, because the world's big, it's scary, and one of the other reasons for this show is to advocate for our recovery for the rest of the whole world. That's why I have
Right.
grander plans, because the rest of the world doesn't give a fuck about us, and and they don't understand. So understanding, advocating, and awareness is one of my big deals. You guys know that, and you guys are huge in that too. You guys both recover out loud. We're not quiet church mice in
No,
the corner.
we
in
recover
this
out
room.
loud. Yeah.
Oh, Elena's one of the people that. So I was, how I'm like a weird shy. There's certain things, certain times I won't talk when I should, or whatever. Elena was one of the people with the way Elena is, her personality. We'll just say that she sticks up for herself. Elena taught me how to stick up for myself, because I'm good at sticking up for others. I'm good. I don't like bullies. I'm good at that. But when it comes to
yourself.
to myself, Tad has boundaries. I take on too much. I don't say no. Elena kind of taught me that by watching her, and when we were best friends last winter, she would tell me always I need to stick up.
And then
for
he
myself.
found a new best friend.
You know
I
what?
have no best friend.
Wait a
kind
sec.
of threw me aside.
Elena is a beast when it comes to shit like that. Like, you're not going to walk all over her. She might go home and be hurt, but she puts on, at least in person, she puts on that mask. And I know that's what Tad's talking about. Through watching her, he learned how to stick up for himself. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she told me.
Yeah.
She
Don't let
told-
them people talk shit about you.
Yeah. Well, Elena and I have been through some shit, but I want to touch on something, and I don't know that Elena's ever shared this.
Oh God.
Oh, touch. Oh, okay.
Anyway,
You're sitting next to Tim. What are you touching?
you
That's
missed
what-
it. We just not. Anyways,
just
hey. This
I
month
put the
is
suicide hotline number
So,
on there plus
Elena.
a big ass link. Sorry.
Elena, you are on a different board at a different Alamo club.
Yes, I am.
Do you have a position there?
Yes, I do.
Would you mind just sharing that with the audience?
I am the president at another Alano.
Which Alano? We're all brothers and sisters here to preach your Alano Club.
It's her life. She doesn't.
You're right. No, do you?
If she wants it to be private, that's all her.
At Blaine Alano.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, be proud of that.
So that's what I say is cool because this is 2218's podcast. Elena is the president of a different Alano club, and you see how we're all interconnected here.
Yeah.
So, and
It's not a pissing match. Like, we do recovery.
so does that make everyone here an executive of a nonprofit except for Tim, huh?
Yeah, I ain't shit. I'm just the talent, guys. I'm just the
I wanted to
talent.
hear him say that.
I'm just the talent.
He's just here to sound pretty.
I'm just the talent. So what happened? Smile.
So how?
Are you going to be the clown out in the driveway tomorrow making
Yes.
balloons? Are you
Yeah.
the talent?
Yes.
I'm just the talent, Joe.
Oh my gosh! That
You
would
know-
be, if we could get Tim to dress up as a clown. Elena has the money IDs.
That's like
ideas.
that old school, like creepy old man. Like, look at all the talent out here.
I hate clowns. I flip.
I dated a girl who had that phobia. Like,
I hate clowns.
she was really truly scared.
Ever
of clowns.
since I saw it.
Mandy's got 3 more guests, so I'm gonna leave and let her bring. her
Tad, they're
guests
really
up.
all filled up. For singing, but there's plenty of room for more people, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay.
Mandy's got 3 more guests. She's gonna bring up here.
Okay,
is
sweet.
3 gonna work, or do you want us to try 4? That means you might be
No,
like
3's enough.
3's enough. All right, so you guys got to
Yeah,
really.
and we'll do like 5 or 10 minutes at a time.
Yep. So you guys got Elena. You're in charge of that as always.
Yeah,
No.
because I just keep going.
Tim,
dude.
just
I'm just
ta-
the talent.
Talk. Here, speaking of the guests, here they come.
Yes, oh.
Hey, I want everyone to know that I have missed you guys. I've missed being on the show, and I still love all of you. You guys are still all valued, and you guys are still all amazing. Get at me at Tad Ackerman on Facebook or tadackerman1@gmail, or my phone number is 763-301-3221. Have a lovely day. I love all of you.
Tad, go get me a sparkly tattoo to bring home to my daughter.
That's not how they work.
They do it in person. Yo.
Damn.
Hello.
Hola.
My name's Tim. What's yours?
Bree.
Bree.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming up. Wasn't there another?
Thanks for
Brett?
having me.
Belly up. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
come on.
I'm all weird. Come here. Here, we have here, Mandy.
Not creepy at all.
I know that totally
Right?
was. Here, Mandy. No, you sit down. I wasn't gonna hit you with the mic. No. Here's a wireless mic, and it is on.
You're putting those ear things on?
Yep, they're called headphones, but ear things.
Those things.
We'll
Ear
go with the ear things. So, Bree,
Yes.
nice to meet you. My name's Tim.
Nice to meet you, Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hannah, nice to meet the both of you. This is
I'm Elena.
Hi.
Elena or Alana?
Elena.
Elena, got you. People call me Brianna. I get really annoyed because it's
People call me
Brianna.
Alana, Elena, Elena.
Yep, just call me Bree.
People say that all the time. I tell them I used to do porn.
whoa.
Not from that.
Whoa.
I would know.
I like her. Can we keep her?
Hey.
I like her.
Yeah, like I will say to all the guests is eventually you guys, this is the warm-up round. You guys will come back to be a guest for the full show. This isn't a regular show. Like, we're only doing a couple minutes at a time with different guests, and we're going to talk a little recovery and what's going on downstairs and how great of a time you're having, all that good stuff. But eventually you'll come back and be one of our guests. Like, that's the goal.
Fantastic.
That's the goal. I mean,
I'm down with it.
like some guy, you weren't here. We had our first guest of Pride Month came in here, was like, this looks like a bathhouse.
I was here.
Were you?
I was here.
Yeah. So does this look like a this looks like a professional like podcast studio, right?
It
And
looks,
I said, what's a bathhouse?
well, it's like a.
I think I did too.
I can come up
Did
with
you really
some
not know what a
ideas.
bathhouse was? No. Oh, girl.
I thought it was somewhere you go take a bath.
No. No.
Yeah. No. He fully explained what it was.
Oh, you got the
Yeah, he
full
explained.
on.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, but I kind of agree.
And I said, do I need to turn on
I'm
the TV?
joking.
Listen, I'm from up north of Duluth, and we had saunas. Group sauna.
Saunas?
Yeah, it's called sauna. I'm
They're called
Norwegian,
a
and I know
sauna.
how to say it right.
Whoa.
So we had community saunas, which is, I look back, I'm like, dude, that's almost a bathhouse. Like, there's something
Really?
going on there with
So
that.
is it sauna or sauna?
So yes, it's sauna.
So is that a Minnesota thing? Like sauna?
If you're Scandinavian,
If you're Scandinavian.
it's just
Yeah.
like if you look at the word Audi or Audi. How do you say it?
My belly button's an Audi and I drive an Audi.
Well,
No,
you're-
I'm joking. My belly button's far from an Audi, but I thought your belly button's an Audi and you drive an Audi. Or is my belly button an Audi and I drive an Audi? I'm a dork. Oh my
You're
God.
having a lot of self-discovery right now.
I guess.
He's gonna think about this now until
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you guys threw off my whole show now. I don't know what the hell.
Not gonna be able to
Audi
sleep
or
at
an
night.
Audi?
When-
What was the question?
Sauna or sauna. If you say
it doesn't-
sauna, you get punched up north. But
Really?
oh yeah, you cannot. That's not. You don't say sauna
North Duluth.
unless you have one. Don't tell me how to pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
The best thing about living up north and up by there is having one of those in the wintertime,
Yes.
and then you jump out
In the lake.
in
In the snow.
the snow.
Yeah, but we jump in the lake.
So much fun.
Cut a hole in the ice.
Oh
do a
no!
little-
Oh no! Burr!
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I worked for these Russians that did that. We would go up to there in Wisconsin. He had a really big sauna, and but like, and they'd hit us with these weird leaves when we were in there. Like
Yes,
they-
yeah.
like, but it was hot as shit. Like,
They hit
and
you with
and then we
leaves?
go, yeah, like these big ass
They're-
God, it's like, come on,
I'm not Russian. I'm Norwegian, but they have these big leaves, and you get hot and sweaty, and they just beat
but
the
it
hell
makes
out
it
of you.
hotter even.
And it also like brings the blood to your surface and circulation, and like yeah,
No, it's crazy. It's
That
stupid.
makes
It was
sense,
the
though.
worst, craziest experience.
it's
ever.
like cupping,
They were,
but
they were like flogging you.
Yeah, flogging the shit out of you. And then you run off and jump into this lake that's like 20 below.
Yep,
and
exactly.
It's got to be good for your body.
it is.
And I guess we don't know. And they were drinking like fish. Like I was the only sober guy out there watching them. And the ones that could make it from the sauna out to the water, it was pretty comical. But
Oh,
whatever the case. so how's
let's
it
talk
going
about
downstairs?
recovery.
Yeah, how's it going downstairs?
Yeah.
It's
It's blast
man,
and
I'm
fun.
all out of my comfort zone today. Like,
Really?
This, I got entered into a singing contest, and now I'm on a podcast.
Did you
you
sing
sing?
yet?
I did.
What'd you sing?
I sang "When I Was Your Man" by Bruno Mars.
How'd you do?
Love that song.
She did a fantastic job.
How do you feel you did?
Eh.
Really?
I mean, I did what I did. I don't do karaoke.
Hannah, was
that
it
song.
was it your first time ever doing karaoke?
Yeah, it was.
And so you
I mean,
did
hell
amazing.
Hell yeah. You got in front of a bunch of strangers and killed it?
Yeah.
I mean, since I was like 6 and my, mentally ill mother would make me sing in the middle of Starbucks to the
Yeah,
Titanic
that's a
song.
normal Saturday, but
Yeah, no, I mean normal Tuesday morning, but
so that sounds like it was fun, and that's out of your comfort zone.
I
And
belted out in the middle of Walmart.
what
I
was
don't
it like
care.
after when you got done? Like, did people support you, or there's like, pfft, what was it like?
well, I mean, I had my lovely Brie to welcome me off the stage, and
Like we talk about this every week on the show because I always promote Recovery Okie. Every Friday that's going on this month, it's Pride Recovery Okie. Whatever the case is, it's like we have people come share about like come get outside your comfort zone. Like you feel good about it after, and people don't
Yes.
put you down.
no,
Like-
and it feels good. I mean, I don't feel like I did terribly. I don't feel like I'm embarrassed. I did something that is new, and it felt good. Whether
How nervous were you before it?
oh, I was shaking like I
Really?
Someone had to push her
Yeah.
onto stage.
Who was
pretty
someone?
much.
Her group mate.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we're in group together. So.
Have you guys been here to the club before?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I started coming here when I was at New Way 3.
Okay.
me as well.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been coming here?
For me, it's been about 11 months, but I had
Nice.
a
14 months
slip
for
in
me.
between,
Yeah.
So like you guys would agree like this club is a place to come get recovery
For sure.
and support.
100%. It's not just like tonight. It's fun. We're all in recovery, but it's still fun. You can have fun and be sober. It's a huge message people need to know.
That's what I'm getting out of you guys. That's where I'm heading. So like tonight is an event in recovery. And you guys, and it's a pride, the basis is pride because it's Pride Month, but everyone, you feel welcome there regardless what your gender, your sexual preference, or who you date. It's welcoming, correct?
Yes. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe that's a cornerstone for any recovery community.
See,
I was in recovery in Chaska Shakopee area for a while, and like for instance, I have lesbian mothers,
okay.
and so I got some pushback. There are some ways I didn't feel accepted in that community, and when I come here, I don't feel that.
That's
And
a big
that's
part
what I
of.
love by seeing the people that come to this group is that everybody is able to be themselves, unapologetically.
No, that's huge too because no one the goal here at 2218 is exactly that. And we used to talk a lot about that at the beginning of our podcast, like 30, 40 shows ago. Tad's real big. He was a big part. Eric was a big part of trying to get those other meetings in here, things like that, where anyone feels welcome and they're trying to LGBTQ plus,
QINA.
INA, elemental P, everyone is welcome. That's
What did you just say?
It's LGBTQINA as far as I'm. No. It's
What's
LGBTQ.
QINA?
I don't know. I've just heard plus too.
It's like questioning something and then ally. I don't know what that
Now I
is.
gotta go home and talk to my kid.
That's how I feel. I got to
Yes,
call
girl.
my 10-year-old daughter to explain everything to me.
My kid fills me in on this stuff.
Hey, you guys keep going, yeah?
Yeah, I mean-
And?
My daughter goes to a school that's extremely liberal and open-minded, and so she learned about, the transgender community, the gay community, Black Lives Matter since kindergarten. She's been around that stuff, and now she learns about it. She's 9.
How does that make you feel?
I love it. I love it because I'm huge into social justice,
Okay.
and I love the fact that I'm raising and being sober. I can have more of an influence raising a little social justice warrior.
Social justice warrior.
Yeah, my daughter had an issue with me being in a sober house, and she's like, "It's just women." I'm like, "Yeah, honey, it's just women." Well, that's sexist. I'm like, well, she's like, "Why don't men get to live there?" I'm like, "Because the women are being focused on their recovery, not picking up after the men." And she's like, "That's sexist, Mom." I'm like, "Yeah, it kind of was." Yeah,
So would you say it's kind of biting you in the butt a little?
she bites me in the butt every day. I just deal with it. She's smart, and our kids now are growing up a lot differently than we were. And
Flipping
Oh, yeah, for
girls.
sure.
the-
Well,
We all have daughters here at the table then? Is that what we're saying?
I got 2 adult children. Yes.
Okay, yes,
Yes.
was good enough. Yes, was-
Yes.
my 9-year-old goes between 5 and 15 every 5 minutes. So
yeah.
And Bree, you do too?
River is 10 going on 25. So, yeah.
Fun. Lucky you 3.
Sass pants nonstop.
No.
it's just
Sweet
arguing.
sassy molassie.
I have no idea where she gets it from. It's
Just
a
arguing
mystery.
With the mini you when you have a daughter.
The one who just said you'd get smacked up if you say sauna wrong. Okay.
Wouldn't
Well,
want to be your daughter. I'm kidding.
all right, so check it out. Before I kick you guys out, I want to know what Bree, you first. What do you think of 2218 and what's it done for your recovery?
Yeah, I was really nervous even just admitting I had a problem to begin with. And then coming here, you just get so much support and just love. People just love on you, and it's acceptance, and don't worry about it. We've been where you are, and we want to show you how to get where we are. So I think it's been huge in my recovery. Huge.
Sweet, great, thank you for that, Hannah. What do you think of 2218? What's it done for your recovery?
A lot.
A lot.
I'm trying to think here. Just knowing the history of it,
Mm-hmm.
being able to be a part of that today, it feels good. And knowing that this is always a place that I can come to.
Exactly.
And I think for me, it's knowing I can come here at any state. Whether I'm feeling weak in my recovery or strong in my recovery, I'm still going to be welcomed, loved. When you come here, people try to remember your name. They try to recognize you and welcome you back every time. so-
Support your recovery.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, they say
Awesome.
the opposite of addiction isn't recovery; it's connection. Human relationships.
Great closer. The opposite of addiction is connection. Thank you, girls, so much for coming up here and being part of our podcast. Eventually, hopefully, you guys will come back and be a guest on the show.
Love to. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
All right, yes. We'll probably see you down there after because we are really now itching to get down there. Everyone's bragging about how bomb and fun it is.
He's itching.
Well, I gotta figure out how I know you because it's.
Probably recovery.
I've been around for a long time.
Where you guys are both in recovery.
No?
I'd probably start there.
But Ben,
Meetings in Chaska or Shakopee.
here? Here.
Oh, we'll work for recovery. You guys been there?
Yeah.
There you go. We'll work for recovery.
Shout out to your dude for all the awesome food.
What's Mandy talking about? Food? What are you talking about? Oh, okay.
Jeremy cooks. He's a chef.
Okay.
And he grilled some chicken out at the Will Work for Recovery barbecue.
That one with the bacon wrapped
At the-
asparagus
yep.
one? Who made that? The bacon wrapped asparagus. That was so
Miss
fire.
Gracie. Because Ashley wanted it.
You know what, audience?
So you know what? Let me talk about something.
There you go. About time. Bring some up.
You be quiet. Since we were just talking about kids, let me bring something up. So my 18-year-old, so I have an 18-year-old that just graduated high school, and she's, you know, she's an adult and she gets to do her thing. And
How old?
she's 18.
Okay.
She's an adult, and she's kind of acted like an adult since she was 16. She's been working. She's a great kid.
Okay.
But recently she started drinking and started doing things, and she had brought alcohol in my house, and I explained to her how I don't want it in my house, and she ended up getting rid of it and stuff like that. Well, she's on her first adult vacation.
Did she pay rent?
No,
Did she pay the bills?
no.
Oh, I was just curious. That's it. Okay.
She's on her first adult vacation, and they are in Colorado.
Hey, isn't marijuana legal there?
Yes,
Okay.
and they have like edible stores and all these things. So like we had this big long conversation before she left, and I said, please don't do these things while you're out there. And I'm really trusting you to be an adult and be responsible, and like, because like if I was 18 and I went out there, you better bet I would have been in every single store I saw. So my biggest fear right now is that my kid is gonna do something that she shouldn't, which I know.
You mean like get high?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just, I just keep thinking, and I keep checking in on her, and that's like my biggest thing right now, is that she's going to do something that she shouldn't do, and she's that many miles away, and I don't want to have to get on a plane to go rescue my
Who'd she go with?
18-year-old adult child.
Who'd you go with?
She went with two of her best friends that are 18, and one of the girls' boyfriends that is 21.
So why did they go?
They went to go because they graduated high school. They're about to start college.
So it's a graduation.
It's like
type,
before pre-college.
So I have a question for you, and nothing I'm about to ask you are jabs or anything. What it is like you're in recovery. You've heard all this shit. You know all these things they've taught us. I do fully understand like a mom and their children's relationship sometimes doesn't collide with the things we are taught in recovery. Whatever. I do understand, like, I'm not here to tell you one way or the other, but do you also, like, you don't accept, like, do you know she's going to still, like, do you understand, like, she'll do what she's going to do regardless and you have no control over it?
Oh,
Have you
yes.
accepted that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I've tried having conversations with her, and she is strong-willed like me.
Huh, where'd
and
you
has,
get that from?
And has an attitude like me. And
Where'd you get that from?
the thing that made me just want to, you know, I've never hit my kids, but the thing that made me want to just like be like, what?
You almost said, bitch, I saw you.
Yeah, the thing that made me want to say, bitch, what? Was when she looked at me and said, don't you give me that AA bullshit. And it's like, excuse me? Like, what?
But, like,
I'm
she
not
understands
trying
that saves your life,
I'm not
right?
trying to AA you. I'm just trying to tell you that I've done everything that you're doing 100 times worse.
Wait a sec. Wait. Did your mom ever try to tell you that? Same song and dance?
Of course she did. My mom was in the program for years.
How'd that work for you?
I flippin' was doing drugs while she was in a meeting.
And I feel like not even devil's advocate, but like I'm saying things I know of you already know.
Yeah.
Like you know this shit. But being a mom, still, I have no right to even assume. I can only tell you what I've seen from the sideline watching my mom go through the shit with us dumbass boys who still do what we wanted to do.
I know.
That's why I say, like, but they also teach us this thing of acceptance. Like, you have to accept these things that you can't change.
And
You can't
it
change
sucks because I look at my kid. My kids are perfect. Like I look at how they
do no wrong.
4.0 and they do nothing wrong. Haven't been arrested. Have full-time jobs. Like do their things, and they like this kid has a car. Like she's got all these things, and then once a month she goes out and drinks with her friends, and I'm like worried about that.
Are you justifying it in your head right now? Is that what you're doing?
That's
It
what I'm
sounds like
doing.
it.
Like I'm like thinking about all these things that she does right, and then I flip and look at the one thing she does wrong, and then it's like that's the end of the world.
So, is there anything in it? So I know that you've been doing this longer than me, and I'm genuinely asking because I know like there's in this big book there's like to the wives and to the employer. Like, is there anything in there that talks to as a parent? Like, does it ever? I don't recall what I've been read or what I've read in those readings in that book about like with your children.
Not really, but like even when you read to the wives, you can change it to where it says wives. You can change that word to
Children,
husbands.
husband.
You can change it to husband. You can change it to friends. You can change those words around.
Okay. Just like I was told, I was not an alcoholic. Like, sure, I identify as that when I'm at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Hey, another guest in the house. We'll cut back to the whatever stories we were talking about. Welcome. Sit on down, make yourself comfortable, throw the headphones on, help yourself to some room temperature water. And here's some cinnamon Jolly Ranchers if you want. And
Oh,
here's
you're the first guest he offered those to.
No, I put some in front of
Oh.
Sylvia, and she took them, but I didn't bring it up in the air.
Sylvia did take them, and
Yeah.
there was conversation on the way back to the party about them, actually.
I hope it didn't come off as like I was like, oh, your breath stink. Here, take these. Hi, I'm Tim.
I'm Larry.
Larry?
Nice to meet you. I like your rocks.
They're Himalayan salt rock, light salt rocks. And I can confirm they are really salt.
These are recovery rocks, just so you know. These are not the bad rocks.
Good, good.
Larry?
I've had enough of those.
Did you say Larry? Larry?
Yes, sir.
Larry, this is?
I'm Elena.
Elena,
All right, see, introductions out of the way. How, are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. I nailed the song.
What song?
I Want to Be Your Teddy Bear by Elvis.
Nice. How'd it go?
Really good. I had alternative lyrics.
All right.
And I didn't go up, and I didn't offend. And it actually went really good. I enjoyed
didn't
it.
offend.
I didn't offend.
Well, no, I talked about my nipples, and
Hey,
you
we've
never
all
know.
got 'em.
Yeah,
We've all
y'all
got 'em.
'em. Let's sing about them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, I want to be your teddy bear. Did you say, like, I want to be your nipples, or what? Where did nipples come into play?
I want to be your teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck and tit clamps here and there. So there you go. There's nipples. You know,
I got
mean,
someone to sing. Nice.
Okay.
All right. So, have you been to 2218 before?
Oh, yes, sir.
Talk about it. Talk
I
about what.
love it. Oh my God. I came back here. I actually grew up in Bloomington, lived in California for about 34 years, came back in 2016 because my dad was dying from Alzheimer's,
Okay.
and found a great club in Bloomington called the Alano.
Okay.
And then when I moved after my dad passed here, I'm like, oh damn, I'd established a really great thing in Bloomington, but Jitters has totally filled the void. I just love Jitters.
You're not the first to talk about
Oh,
jitters on here,
man,
so yeah.
It is so awesome. I mean, I feel very welcome here. It's hard for me not to share because I feel so comfortable. And I love the diversity. At first, it was like a little, it seemed aggressive with people sharing. It was like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to stand up and talk if you
Yeah,
want to share.
yeah.
And in Bloomington, everyone's so nice and polite and laid back. It's like, oh, no, you go.
Yeah.
So,
Not at jitters, boy.
Jitters, you speak
You
up
get the
or-
little pen if you
Yeah.
go too long, too.
So I try not to do that. But,
Oh, it
yeah, I love
happens.
sharing.
Sometimes you get in the middle of a share and you've got to get off your chest what you need to, but
It's crucial. It's
Yeah,
crucial. I
that's-
used to go to meetings. I struggled with meth for 15 years in LA because I never spoke honestly. And I felt I was really looking for approval or trying to make people laugh or having the most entertaining share. And it wasn't even about my sobriety. I
Right.
mean, I would share while thinking about how fast I was going to get to my dealers after the meeting.
right,
And here I use every single thing I'm going through in life and talk about it. Because even now, I was heading towards 4 years, May 1st. But in April, I hatched a really horrible idea and I didn't talk to anybody about it, and I relapsed. And it's because I didn't share.
Right.
And I always share. I give everything I'm worried or concerned about to God because my solution never is good enough. And God's solution is always 10 times greater than anything I could ever imagine.
Right.
So why I didn't give it up on this one thing, I don't know. Oh, that's me.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
You're fine. You're the guest.
Yeah, no, but...
You on the other hand. No, I'm
No,
joking.
no. Let me turn it off.
All right.
'Cause-
I guess that would be part of my next speech
Yeah.
when someone comes in. I'm learning. This is a new format. Typically, what we do, Larry, is like
Yeah.
we have a 2-hour show. We have a guest on. We have 2 guests on for the whole 2 hours, but
Mm-hmm.
we're changing things up in lieu of Pride Month, in lieu of the Recovery Okie, Pride Recovery Okie. So, like, this is something new we're trying.
Well, this is great. New is good.
And eventually, like I've told every guest, hopefully we can have you come back on as one of our
I
guests.
would love to.
Awesome.
I would love to.
Then you're
I
getting
would
put in the Rolodex. We're coming down after, and we're gonna get. I'm hoping you probably have everyone's contact because someone told you like everyone you bring up get their contacts.
What? I didn't sign up for that.
I know.
Come on now.
I know. Our producer should do it. Elena. So,
Mandy's
Yeah.
my producer assistant tonight.
so what time did you get here so you were able to get your song on the list?
Oh, well, I'm part of the committee, so I have an in. No, I actually, because I'm really nervous. The last time I did karaoke, it flopped badly, really bad. So I kind of have PSTD or PS, whatever that is.
PSTD.
Whatever the thing is.
PPDDD.
One of those acronyms, you know.
We've got a lot of letters floating around
Yeah,
this
you
evening
know,
in general. We had an LMNOP fly out of Tim's mouth earlier on the show. So
Well, so Larry, like, here's what I want to ask, and this is what I want the audience to know: is like,
Yeah.
even when you flopped, or tonight when you feel you did good, like
Oh, I
when
did
you got
great.
off the stage, was there support for you?
Oh, hell yeah, through the whole thing. And even Emily set it up at the very beginning. If you don't care for someone singing, go out and have a smoke or chill, you know, and there's been no booing. That really makes a big difference.
Right.
Because in normal karaoke gigs, wow, it's cold.
So they're usually at the bar and people are drinking.
Yeah,
like,
oh yeah, God, it's a competition to get above the din of the bar. And I even had a challenge in that technically things weren't happening, so I stood up there literally for 5 minutes, and I'm so proud.
And you're-
Actually, more so than singing, because I am very political. It is floating. It is in my DNA at the surface of my veins, ready to pour out. And I just said, no, do not. And I succeeded in
Good
not
for
talking about
you.
politics, because it wouldn't have been good for anyone.
No, well,
No.
politics, religion, all that stuff. Like, yeah, we do recovery, and like if we stick to, breathe. Like you're,
Yeah, that was tough. That
do
was
the things
really
you
tough
learn.
for me because I had 5 minutes of dead time.
Oh.
Nothing was happening. And I kind of want to think, well, what can I say that might be funny but not offensive? And I'm very offensive. So I don't know.
I've learned that. No, like Larry, I've learned that the hard way. Just
yeah.
as of late, of like, I might think it's a joke, but it might come
No,
off
no,
so
and-
terrible to someone else. Like I've learned that the hard way through my whole recovery.
Yeah,
in
well-
the worst ways. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks sometimes. So with, I know we only have limited time, and this is when you come back as a guest, we'll go further into it. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so I know you shared a little bit about a relapse.
Yeah.
When you came back, what was just like? We'll share about that and maybe
Yeah.
wrap it up after. But what was that like for you? And were you welcome back,
Oh,
or were
I
they like,
totally-
"Hey, you relapsed, you can't come back"? What was it
No,
like?
it was totally welcoming. And in the past, when I've relapsed, it's been more in my head than anything else. I've never received rejection or anything. Unlike Los Angeles, where, oh my
What,
God.
you felt judged?
Very, very judged. I even had people asking me, how much time do you have?
Really?
In the meetings, it's like, what? Who?
Kind of
who
to
are you?
validate
Yeah,
if you could
yeah.
speak up or if you could
Right.
do this or
So,
that.
no, it was totally welcoming, and I was so relieved because this is where I belong. I do not belong in active use. It is not. It's not even an eighth of my potential
Right.
and where I'm at in life. There's so much going on that's so great, and I maybe I'm pink clouding. I don't know, but wow, I've got so many wonderful things going on, especially this Proud and Sober because I'm on the committee. And what a great thing to meet people who are actively celebrating their sobriety.
Like-minded
and bringing their
people, yeah.
creativity to it. There's been so many great vocalists tonight. Oh my God, what a pleasure to be in the same room
That's awesome.
with them.
Go ahead.
You know, okay, so touching on the politics piece and talking about how people are asking about the time.
Careful.
No, hold on. Hold on.
Careful.
I'll get there. You'll see. I'll get there. So one of the great things that I found, and you were talking about how you were biting your tongue though, right?
Big time.
So, and just like same thing it used to happen to me in meetings where I felt like I was obligated to share in those situations. But I realized that I would rather have quality in my sharing versus quantity. Sometimes I don't need to talk just to hear myself speak. Sometimes I'll open my mouth though in a meeting, and even I'm listening to find out what's going on because I'm like, that is some legit stuff right there. Where did that even come from? And so one of the things in my recovery that I have found being somebody, I realize I talk very fast. That's because my mouth is trying to keep up with my brain.
Don't
and then,
worry, I listen pretty quickly.
There we go. But one of the things that I found is when I have taken the time to really step back and listen and stop thinking about what I want to say in those meetings, hearing some of the other things that other fellow addicts have shared, those aha moments for me. It's not just that camaraderie that I feel like they get where I'm at because they've been there too. It's also maybe just that one little thing that they said that inspires me.
Right.
So I want to make sure that when I'm sharing in those moments, I don't want to just be that person just talking to hear myself speak too. And that's a fantastic thing. And I will say, Larry, thank you for joining in, and all the people that I brought up here tonight.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
what they've had to
right.
say.
My honor. Yeah.
Well, sometimes there's a guy named Rob who's been on our show multiple times. He's said this before, and it really stuck. It's like sometimes you don't know it until you say it, or you didn't. God, I'm butchering it. You basically that, like you don't know it until you hear it, like you or say it. I'm
You
butchering
need to
it.
call your
Yeah, right.
sponsor.
I need to call my sponsor because that's when he said it. But you know what? Like you were saying, like sometimes we share. Like I got to check motives. Someone that I really respect in this program, he's pretty adamant about saying, you know, before every decision you make, Tim, what's your motive behind it? Or when you speak, what's your motive about speaking? If you're thinking prior to speaking, what's your motive behind it? And it's really put me in my place a lot. It really has, as long as I remember to ask myself what's my motives before I open my mouth. So with that, we're going to wrap up. And so much. Thank you for coming up here. Congratulations on the good song, and thanks for singing on. Before you go, share with the audience what 2218 means to you.
Oh my God, it's such a great place to connect with people that are loving and supportive, non-judgmental, and creative, and wow, have really stabilized my journey. I mean, I feel really grounded coming here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Till next time, bud. We'll get I'll get your contact when I come down there. You'll come back on and be a guest.
Yes.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Thank you.
We got
What?
May want these.
What do we got? 15? I don't. We can. I think would that be pretty rude to someone if we have them up here? You know what? No, perfect. It's gratitude. We'll keep them up here for the gratitude. Yeah, you end the show with us. Thanks again, Larry. I saw a guy jump off the river. Oh, so Elena.
what?
All right. So how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good.
I'm no good at reading while talking, so I'm trying to read, but I'm like, if anyone has any questions or they want to ask anything about what's going on down here, put it on here, or you can message me personally, and we will answer it.
Heck yeah. Or if anybody knows about any fun at recovery, sober, whatever activities that are coming up, you can post those on the comments and let everybody else know about those. I know Joel, a good buddy of ours, usually has some fun stuff that he's got going on that he knows about. He created something on Facebook to let everybody know what's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot. And just stick to Facebook, join those groups. Hey, do you know what Forrest Gump's password to his computer is?
No.
One Forrest one.
I don't get
One
it.
Forrest one.
Oh my
One
flippin'
Forrest
God.
one.
You are such a dork.
Oh my God! I stole that from the morning a radio show. So
You are a dork.
I know if I could think of the other ones, I'd be dorking out right now. I don't know what we were talking about before our guest came, but that's okay. If someone wants to hear the rest of what we were talking about, please put it
I
up
was talking
here.
about my daughter.
Yeah, that she's growing up now.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I was getting at, and then they came in. Where's she going to school?
She is going to.
Is Baby Bird leaving the nest? Is she leaving state?
So nope,
Okay.
she's doing online. I can't Kaplan something
Okay.
online.
Okay.
But she is moving out on August 23rd. She's moving in with her best friend and her best friend's boyfriend, which I keep asking her.
The 21-year-old?
Yep. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like and she's like, stop trying to change my mind. I'm like, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just like, are you sure? Because I'm trying to get her to understand, like, you're living at home with mom. If she asks me, Mom, I need money for this, I'm like, okay. Mom, I need money for this. I'm like, okay. Well, once you move out, you're an adult. You have a full-time job. You have this. You have that. I'll still cover her insurance for her health insurance, stuff like that, because she's still in college. But once you move out, like, that's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility to cover your rent. It's not my responsibility to cover you. Like, I have my own bills. Like, I'm trying to get her to realize that while
So you're
still
trying to
in
get her to
college,
stay home?
I'm trying to get her to stay home.
Why? What's your motive behind it?
She can stay home for free while she's still in
That's
college.
not what I asked. I said, why do you want that?
Because I don't want her to leave.
Okay, good enough. That's it. I just wanted you to say the truth. Just say what's up. Like, hey.
Because I don't want her to leave. Because she's only 18, and she can literally like I am prepared. I've been a single mom for so long. I've done so much for my kids. Like, I am prepared to like give them everything they need until they're done with college and ready to actually be full grown adults.
And that's, you know what, Elena, I'm just glad that we got to the bottom line there. And I drug it out of you kicking and screaming. But hey, you still want to mom her. And she'll
I
grow up on her
do.
own time. But guess what? We've got the full cast and crew back.
that
Tad,
guy?
what up?
Yo.
He's in his
Wait a minute,
seat.
how come when I talk, you're
It's voice activated.
Vibrations.
Oh, there's high vibrations down there.
Your
Tam
hat's
or
vibrating?
Yes.
What was
Like
no,
a-
it picks
like
up.
a
It picks up on
vibrator?
every time noises
Sylvia.
are made. It picks
Yeah.
up. It's for music, but
Yes.
I should have just went with it. Only picks up awesome. So
Yeah, you should. You so. Tad, you could have played the living
I
snot out of her. So Sylvia.
I know, and
yeah.
it would have went off for all of us except for Mandy because she's got a softer voice. And then
Sylvia came up here and
Since
said the
when do I have a
vibrations
soft
are real high down there. So that's awesome. Your hat must have been on straight light up. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
You know, it wasn't going off for Tim. And
Yes,
then when I
it
started
is.
talking, it's going off.
because it operates on awesomeness, like I said.
It thinks you're farting right now.
All right, so check it out.
Now I
got-
can make the face looking like I'm smelling that fart.
Oh my God,
Oh.
Tad, you missed it. They're talking about smelling rotten urine, farts.
Totally
Mandy was
recovery
making the she said,
I was trying
I'm gonna
to
make
paint
a face.
picture with my words for those that are listening.
So,
is all I was trying to do.
How'd the show go, guys? How was this?
What
We're-
show? We were up here just talking like friends.
Yeah, and with the people
was
coming,
good.
was it cool?
Yeah, it was. It's
Everyone that was
different.
on here wants to be on the show in the future for a
And
full
when we-
show.
as long as they're down there after the show, I'm gonna go down there and I told each one of them I get their contact info. And we'll get
I
them on
got
the
two.
show. Perfect.
I got the first two, so you can get
okay.
the rest of the people.
Hannah, Bree, Tam. Oh my God.
Hannah and the cool guy,
Billy.
Billy.
Billy. But I said that person's
Yeah.
name and
Larry?
Sylvia
And Larry.
Laria. Yeah, we had good guests come up here and they all shared their open. Their
What
honest,
about the guest in the middle? I heard he was the best.
I don't the show kind of took a
Who's the
slumber
guest
there.
in the middle?
Tad was their best guest here. He sat
I
in the
heard when
guest seat.
I heard when he was sitting there in Recoveroki down there that he was sitting there trying to sprinkle his pixie dust glitter on everybody from his little tattoos.
3 people.
So you want to know the most
You
con-
got glitter on you.
Where did your pixie dust glitter come from?
his tattoos. Here you go.
Whoa, get off me.
See,
So
now
hey,
Elena's
Tad,
feeling my pain.
Tad, you asked about it. I'm going to tell you the general consensus of every single person who came here. A lot of them, this was their first time. They all said the same thing because I asked them a closing question of, "What's 2218 mean to you?" They all said, "Welcoming." I recommend it. The LGBTQLINZ plus community is more than welcome. They all feel welcome here. Like that is a big thing.
And that's what we're going for.
Yes, I just
That's what
wanted
we
you to
want.
know that because
That warms my heart.
and we used to share a lot about that, Tad. We always used to share about how that was the monumental point of what you and Erica brought here, and we just
There's other people too that
I know.
lots
The
of people.
best part about tonight was that every guest that came up here, besides the two women, and they were amazing too, but the best part about it is that everybody that came up here was brand new, fresh in
Yes.
recovery. And they did
Yeah.
not care about coming up here and putting on the headphones
I
and
love that.
listening and talking. Like they opened their shells, they've spread their wings, and they talked about
Yes.
recovery, and they sat with people that they didn't know
Yeah.
because we all do know each other no matter what.
we have an
Right.
unspoken like an unspoken bond. We all
We're all
have some-
connected.
we all have
we're
something
all
in common,
connected.
yes.
We're all family, and
You.
that's I consider most of you guys my family.
Yeah,
I do.
It's my recovery family. Sure.
Brothers and sisters.
So we got 11 minutes left.
Yeah, I know. Do we got a great show next week? I know we do. Do we know what's going on?
Of course we do. I'm on it.
Tim's gonna figure out what our life is like next week. Well, he figures our life out. I'm just gonna go ahead and say what I'm grateful for.
yeah, that's what.
Both those guests are no-goes because Elena had to push off for a week. She'll be a week the following week.
Next week.
But you requested next week.
So
So we
next
have
week.
surprise guests
Surprise
next
guest.
week
We have surprise guests.
and a surprise guest host with Tim
Yes.
because Mandy and Tad will be at volleyball.
Yes.
But I will be here.
Elena will be
Yes.
here. Elena could probably co-host if she wants.
I will
Yes.
be here.
So you're gonna co-host?
Sure.
Yeah,
And then
so-
I'll talk to you about the next week because I have an idea.
Okay.
Ideas are like
so yeah.
bubbles.
Tim's gonna do all the work. In
Yes.
addition to being talented,
I'm the
we got a
talent.
great show.
Tad's
And,
shoes are lighting up.
Yep.
Yeah, you see his undies. Or
no,
do you still
thank
have them on?
you.
No, you have them on now.
I think I
Anyways.
gotta go, guys. Oh, my
It's Pride
goodness.
Month. We gotta celebrate. You know what? Before we go, why don't you talk to us about what tonight's been for you? What it's been like, and
Yeah.
thank you again from all of us for filling in and being part of the show.
Mandy wants to be paid.
How much notice were you given for this, Mandy?
I was texted while at a meeting saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And no, actually, you called me.
Yeah.
I
buttered you up first. I said nice stuff.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And
He's
then
really
you,
good
you
at that.
complimented me.
Mandy,
then.
have you ever heard of the saying "just say no"?
Not when it comes to service work. I usually don't.
There you
though.
go.
And that was it. Tad would like to think that it's for him, but really, I enjoy the service work. Maybe a little bit for Tad. Okay.
So how was tonight for you?
It was fantastic. I enjoyed being here when I was able to be a partaker before. So knowing that I got to be that person that got to try and hype you guys up to people who maybe have never even heard the podcast before,
Right.
and getting to just kind of pick people like I ran across Billy. It was a case of mistaken identity. Like, I know you. He's like, no, because I ain't from around here. I was like, oh, okay. And that's how I met Billy. And so as soon as I saw him, I was like, all right, here we go. And so it was a new way for me to find that connection.
Perfect.
With people that maybe I wouldn't have the opportunity to speak to.
Right.
I mean, even in a
You did
meeting
such an
situation.
amazing job too.
Yes.
If
thank
we
you.
ever do this again, you're already doing it. So
And as long as
you're hired.
As long
Wait
as
a
you don't
sec.
describe it the way you
Tomorrow.
did to me before.
Don't we need someone grabbing people from the crowd?
She's already got lots of obligations. I think here tomorrow. People already get right.
We'll see. What time?
All day.
Oh,
We're gonna-
I can probably.
the
I'll
plan-
pencil you guys in.
During the whenever Tim gets here or gets back done riding his motorcycle, if he whenever Tim gets here, he's going to be streaming, and they're going to want people to be grabbed, and like we try to do downstairs.
I'm allowed to grab people now.
I don't. Them are a bunch of bikers will be there, so I don't know.
The same thing you did today.
Tonight.
No.
yes.
Essentially.
Have your people call my people. We'll work something out.
We'll play it by
I
ear.
am my people, and you are your people, and we're each other's people. So figure that out.
These are my people.
Hey,
You guys are all
Tim,
my people.
Yes.
what are you grateful for tonight?
Shit. Tonight, you know what? I'm grateful first and foremost, my mother, my father, my brother, my family. My family. I'm really grateful for them. They know why, and I'm going to tell you all why. Because they're my cheerleaders and they support me through no matter what. I love my mom and daddy. All right. So the adult who's grateful for his mom and dad. I'm grateful for what this program has taught me when going through some shit. When going through some serious shit that really fucks with your head. Pardon my language. I'm grateful for that. It taught me, like, when I'm in my head way too much, to reach out, to talk to people that you respect. They're not people that co-sign your bullshit, but people that will give you an answer or give you a suggestion or their opinion, and you respect those suggestions and answers and opinions. This program taught me that. In the past, I just knew how to react without thinking. This program gave me that other option.
That's
and
beautiful,
I'm
dude.
grateful for it. So, with that, though, before...
What is Elena grateful for?
Elena, what are you grateful for this week?
I'm grateful for everything.
Oh, that's not an
Everything.
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 You grateful for your daughter getting... No, you're not grateful for everything. What are you grateful for? So specific.
Ooh.
I'm grateful that it's the weekend. I've had a long week. And you know what? This might sound greedy and selfish, but I'm grateful that my internet is fixed, y'all. I have not had internet at my house for a week and a half because
Holy
my
cow.
router broke. So
Did your kids drive you nuts?
my kids
extra?
drove
oh my
me
gosh.
crazy.
That generation without internet, they were probably bugging you.
They had their data on their cell phones, but like their computers didn't work. Nothing
Gaming
worked.
They were going to maybe
system.
have to go outside and entertain
They,
themselves?
they had to entertain themselves for a week and a half, and then
Or
we're
bug
sitting there,
mom.
And I got books to read. I got things to do. Like we had to use antenna TV because there was
Yeah.
no Netflix.
Show
for
them
a
what it was
week and
like
a
when we had
half.
to rough it back in our day.
And I have like high speed, 2 different lines going to my house internet. So we got like high speed internet and it was not working and they were losing their minds.
That's
but
right.
now everything's good. So I'm grateful that that's back so that way they won't try to kill me in my sleep. But yeah, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful right now. Life is good right now. I'm coming up on 30 months. I'm doing, yeah, that's 2.5 years. I'm doing good.
Good for you.
I'm
Thank
doing
you.
good.
Yeah.
So,
Mandy, what are you grateful for?
How did Tad show up and take over the show?
Executive producer.
All right, so I'm grateful for opportunity. In recovery, well, let me back up. In addiction, I feel like I had so many missed opportunities. Like I was constantly failing to meet whatever it was, whatever goal I was trying to reach. And through my recovery, I'm not having experiences anymore like I did in addiction. I am now having lessons, and those lessons are becoming blessings. So at the end of the day, I guess the blessings are what I'm truly grateful for, from all the opportunities that became
gosh.
lessons that have now become blessings. So
awesome.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, Mandy. So, Tad, what's Tad grateful for?
I wanted Elena to ask me.
Elena, will you do me a favor? Ask Tad what he's grateful for? Now.
Tad,
Yes, Elena. Yes, hon.
besides me, what are you grateful for?
You took the answer. Mandy, and you and Mandy, for sure. I feel like I'm totally grateful for Tim. I'm grateful I got to bust his balls a little bit. I've missed this show, and I've missed this. But what I'm really grateful for, and without going too much in situations, two of my friends had a little incident, and and it spent a lot of time me doing my other job, being on security, but also getting to be a friend to both of them. And they both, maybe not both of them listened to me, but they both, we talked it through.
What did you say?
And you know what? I'm grateful that I got to do that for them, because those two individuals, no matter what their deal is with each other or what their deal is in life, have been there for me more than most people. And they've been there for me a lot. So it meant a lot that I was able to be there for them, and that they respected my opinion enough, even if they didn't agree with it, to listen to me and hear where I was coming from, even if they didn't agree with it. Because at one point in time, they didn't agree. They wouldn't hear it. And I'm also grateful for the skills that I have, because I didn't always have these skills. I wasn't always able to mediate and do the things that I do. I was a yell at people and tell them to shut the F up guy. I came in the room with an attitude and a chip on my shoulder and screaming and crying, basically. And, and when I was mediating things, it was my way or the highway, and people had to listen. And I'm just not there anymore most of the time.
Most of the time.
So I'm grateful for all those opportunities in recovery, and I'm grateful that the ride for recovery is tomorrow, baby.
Yeah.
So
real quick, Gratitude Cafe every Friday night, and it's awesome. I forgot to mention earlier, for $5, come down here.
Oh, it's shit.
Tonight it was really good food every night.
Cheddar brats tonight.
Yes,
with
it's great food.
Baked
$5.
beans, potato salad, and
Pineapple,
the famous upside down pineapple cake.
Yeah, Cheryl
I know
was bummed she didn't get one.
Yeah, I told her she could have your dessert,
and I didn't get one.
And they gave it to Scott.
Yeah, and Scott ate it. Oh, and I looked at both of them. I was like, "You really ate her dessert?" He's like, "Have you had that?"
Oh, dude, he ate her dessert, which was supposed to be your dessert.
Yeah, I know. I've never had it.
Did you get your
so I don't
food?
know. Yeah, it's right
and
there.
your socks from
I got
Murdoch?
my socks, yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so yeah, Gratitude Cafe, 2218. If you're able to donate, they could really use your help financially. Please donate if you're able to. There's links on here, and like and share this podcast with whoever, whenever, however you
Like
are
it,
able.
love it, share it.
Yes,
If it's going to
smash
help
that.
someone, tell them.
Yes. And, as always, you're not alone. You're loved. People are here for you. They got your back. We're in your corner. Come to 2218 and see it firsthand. Otherwise, just being told you are loved. With that, we got this thing called a BB. It's a BB.
The buzzer beater.
Boom. So Tad brought an awesome one to the floor this week.
I did?
Yeah, what is it? Did you hear my other one about the desert island one? And I
No.
kept taking everyone's answer. I'd be like, all right, what would you take on a desert island? And then she'd say a hatchet and a fire stick. And I'd be like, Ted, what would you take on a desert island? That can't be a hatchet or a fire stick. And I kept 86, and I was surprised I kept remembering everyone's.
Oh my God.
The
That's
final
kinda
one
cool.
was a boat. Someone's like, I bring a boat. I loved it. It was
suppose
smart.
So,
Buzzer beater.
if you had to pick a song to describe your life or your mood, what would it be?
Patsy Cline, Crazy.
Oh, God.
Your turn.
I I don't know.
Anything.
Yeah, let me
Four
think about it.
non-blondes, what's going on?
Let's go.
Oh, it's
Good
not. It's
one.
not Captain Jack.
Oh my God! Don't even start. Okay, nobody. Don't look up that song.
That's me
Anybody,
and
if
Mandy's
you
song.
value any
It's Mandy and
quality
I's song.
music, and nothing against Billy Joel. Because
Who
I love
sings
Billy
it? Billy Joel, yeah.
Yes, it's Billy Joel.
Captain Jack.
And I love Billy Joel, but that particular song,
Come
no.
on in.
Come on in. We got another board member here, Emily.
Oh, remember when I talked
Looking
about
stunning,
cool
too.
outfits
Oh my
earlier?
gosh.
Mike.
One
Put it
of the
live on
cool
air.
outfits just
Emily,
walked
real
in
quick.
the door.
What are you
Emily,
grateful for,
What are you
Emily?
grateful for this week?
My God. I have so many things to be grateful for. First of all, my ears to hear all of those beautiful voices. I'm grateful for this club being open. I have met so many amazing people. The opportunity to be of service, fashion, you guys, all of you, technology, God is good.
God,
Yes.
great.
Amen.
Emily is going to be live broadcasting with me in the morning from about 8:30 to 9:30, and then Tim will be live broadcasting sometime in the afternoon.
Yes.
But Emily, we did a buzzer beater, and the buzzer beater question was, what song would you use to describe your mood and what's going on with you right now?
Any song.
Oh shit.
I've never heard of that song.
Oh shit.
I've never heard that song either.
I've heard of a song called Shit, but not Oh Shit.
Freedom, freedom.
Yes.
Take these eyes and make them new. That one, I guess, was the
No,
first
keep
one that
going.
popped in my
Oh,
head.
shit, that was banging.
That was awesome.
It slapped.
Thank you.
So Elena passed. That's her one pass of her life.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Everyone
What's
gets
yours,
one-
Ted, what is your song?
Style, Taylor Swift. Come on.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
What were we looking for? The key for something? Or?
Oh yeah, I need the kitchen key.
Oh, okay.
All of the leftover juices, Red Bulls, cups, everything we're donating back to the club.
Perfect. See, that's what we do here at 2218.
You
Like,
didn't donate any.
we just
to
take
Kat?
care of each
Brady
other.
person is, but he said, or not Brady, Don said that your joke was the worst joke ever.
You know, we hear that his joke, his raps. You know,
I'll take the love any way I can get it.
hey, if they're talking about you,
That's
it's a
all
ten-
I need.
Yeah.
Here, Ted, what's Forrest Gump's password to his computer? One Forrest one.
Okay.
One Forrest one.
With that,
That was
With that,
not
we will
funny.
call it a week.
All right. Hey. Hey, everybody. This is Tad here from the Attitude for Gratitude signing off for. Hey, say bye, Tim.
Bye, Tim.
Mandy, say bye. Emily, go.
Bye.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be randomly streaming. You guys matter. You are loved. You are enough. People care. You have family in recovery. And with that, we're out.
Deuces. Deucey Lucy. Kill it. Kill it. Are we done? We off? Whoa, shit. Sorry.